The thing is 4.6 is here, Opus 4.6. So I'm going to give you a complete masterclass here on how to use Opus 4.6 as a trader. And there's actually an approach to trading that I believe in that is much better than going to TradingView and buying and selling, putting charts, putting lines on the chart, etc. But the thing is last year we were at Opus 3, and then it was 3.5, and then it was 3.6, and then it was 4, and now it's 4.6. What's going to happen next year? Do you think it'll be a 5? What about the year after that? Do you think we'll be on Opus 6? And then the year after that, do you think we'll be on Opus 7? And then the year after that, do you think we'll be on Opus 8? Do you think each jump is going to be better and better? Amazon just reported that they're spending $200 billion on AI. All the other companies are spending 150, 180 billion. So the AI is going to keep getting better and better. So if you're a trader right now, what I want to show you is how to use Opus 4.6 in order to automate your trading. Come on. All those big heads out there at Wall Street, they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that you can actually do this. They're scared. They say, oh, you can't just use AI. You still need to go to Stanford. Okay, that's fine. I've been locked for 5 years. In the first 2.5 years, I had to raw dog it, dude. I had to learn how to code. I had to learn how to back test. I had to learn how to find ideas. Then I had to learn how to build trading bots. But this AI just gets better and better. For the first 2 years, I was getting dragged by all the guilfoils in the chat. They're saying, oh, AI can't actually do anything in a big project, or this guy is just an AI coder guy. But now they're all using Claude Code. Why? Because they're realizing the AI is just going to get better and better. And back when I was using ChatGPT to copy and paste my code over, because I was 2 years in, a junior dev, I saw it turn me into a better dev. I'm a data dog. I follow the data. The data shows me, okay, 2023, when they launched ChatGPT, I became a much better coder. It was much easier for me to research new ideas. It was much easier for me to build backtests and code. And it was much easier for me to build trading bots. So even if you don't know how to code, I assure you, you can build anything now because you have AI. If you have trash ideas, you're going to have trash trading systems. I'll help you find ideas. I'll show you how I'm going to use Opus 4.6 because it just keeps getting better and better and better. Every single month, dude, they're competing against each other. Gemini is competing against OpenAI. OpenAI is competing against Claude. And who is winning off that? That's us, developers. I wasn't a technical guy either. I didn't know how to code. I've been fooling around on my computer making money for, 15 years now? 16? No, 20 years? Damn, I'm on. But I didn't learn how to code until I was 30 because I had to automate my trading. So I'll show you step by step everything here. I'll show you how to find ideas using Opus 4.6. And by the time you watch this, it might be Opus 5.6. But guess what? There's no better time than now to start because we are the ones benefiting from all this competition between the mega corps. The mega corps are competing for us developers, us data dogs. Do you understand that? Amazon just committed to spending $200 billion on AI. 200 billion. And that's one of the companies. Go look at how many billions everybody else is. Microsoft, Google. They're spending this money so they can build infrastructure or invest in OpenAI, Anthropic, yada, yada, whatever, whoever. It's money to AI. But look around. Who's getting off on AI right now? The developers, right? But you can be a developer starting today because you have AI to be the developer and you are just the idea guy. This is the time for idea guys. If you're an idea guy that has been scared to learn how to code, I was scared too. I had to automate my trading. I was using way too much leverage, over trading, getting liquidated, just like everybody got liquidated yesterday. $2 billion in liquidations yesterday. Come on, dude. You can't trade by hand. I'll show you exactly how to find strategies that your competitors are showing. They're showing their strategies. You just have to go see if they actually work with your systems. I'll show you how to use Opus 4.6 in order to do that. Okay, let's do that first. But I also want to show you how to go ahead and see if those strategies are actually profitable in the past. It's called backtesting. Backtesting is the process of using past data to see if your current strategy worked. If it worked in the past, that's a good signal. It's a good signal. It's a better signal than putting some random lines on TradingView, I promise. It's not perfect, but it's an indicator. So that's why the third thing I'm going to teach you today is how to build a bot. How to build a bot that you can put small size into and see if it works in the future. Because now, by the end of today, you're going to be able to use Opus 4.6 and then Opus 4.7 and then Opus 5 and then Opus 6 and then Claude fucking Phenom 10.2. I don't know what their names are. Weird ass names. But at the end of the day, OpenAI is competing against Anthropic. Google is also competing against OpenAI and Anthropic. The prices are low right now. Yes, I know $200 a month for Claude Code might be heavy. Use a $20 plan. That's fine. But you have to realize all of these prices are being subsidized by either VCs or big companies. NVIDIA buying or like funding OpenAI so they can build, doing that whole loop-de-loop thing, like some Ponzi-nomics going on. Amazon just came into 200 billion. Amazon throwing, what they say, 50 billion at OpenAI because OpenAI needs to keep raising money or else the models are going to be too expensive for us to use. This is like when Ubers used to be cheap. This is like when Airbnb used to be cheap. The prices are low right now because VCs and mega corporations are funding this because they see all of their developers in their companies are now 10x developers, 100x developer. You have a 10x developer back in the day. Okay, he's 100x now. He's using AI. But the sad thing is, and this is an opportunity for you and I, those 10x developers from the past, they're holding on. They're holding on. They're saying, no, AI can't do this. AI can't do that. Try a large project with AI. Dude, I've been using AI since it dropped. I'm shipping every single day, and you log in and you see me. You scroll through YouTube, you see me shipping all day with AI, and it's just getting better and better because that's my thesis. Okay, 2-3 years ago, ChatGPT was cool. It could code. It could code better than me. Maybe I'm not a 10x engineer. That's fine. I became one. It got better and better and better. Cursor came out. Boom. Now we got AI in the browser. Wow. I can build anything now. Then Claude Code came out. Game over, dude. And we're only on 4.6.
Well, it's what's called machine learning. So you find things that are predictive. You might guess, oh, such and such should be predictive, might be predictive, and you test it out in the computer, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You test it out on long-term historical data and price data and other things. And then you add to the system this if it works, and if it doesn't, you throw it out. So there aren't elaborate equations, at least not for...
Longs got licked yesterday. Now shorts are getting licked. And you just heard Jim Simons. Jim Simons ran up a net worth of $31 billion. That's who I'm chasing. That's why you see me here every single day, because I've got a big goal ahead of me. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. He ran up a net worth of $31 billion doing exactly what I'm showing you here today. Think about that. Now it's starting to make sense why Wall Street and all the other quants, they're mad at me. They're mad. You've seen it on Twitter. They're mad. They don't want me to show this. Okay, let's do private Zooms only then. That's fine. I don't need to show it on YouTube. I don't need to talk to people on the outside. This is between me and Jim. And I got AI to power it. Me, AI, and Jim. And I am confident The AI is going to get better and better and better. Opus 4.6 is here. Opus 4.5 changed trading forever. You think Opus 4.6 isn't? And then Opus 5.9? Come on, dude. I'll show you 3 things today. Number 1, I'm going to show you how to find ideas. Your competitors are literally giving you ideas. I got to show you where to find these trading ideas so you can have great trading systems. But then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to see if those systems actually worked in the past. If they worked in the past, they might work in the future. It's a better indicator than putting some lines on a chart, and you know that, dude. Okay, that's your indicator now. Backtest. Okay, now you find some good backtests, things that worked in the past, while it might work in the future. So let's build a bot. But since it's not guaranteed to work in the future, use small size. You know, when I first got started, I went locked in. I met somebody who was trading $1 billion a day, looked like me, was a bro just like me. He said, bro, all the time like me. Okay, I heard of Jim Simons, that's great, but he's super smart or something. But then you meet somebody in real life and it's like, okay, I could do this too. So I locked in for 4 hours a day and I learned how to code by hand. It's crazy. I don't code by hand anymore. And like I said, the 10x engineers, the quants, Wall Street, they will all drag me for that, for being an AI coder. But let's see. Let me do my experiment. I'm a scientist too. Just test things, throw things at the wall, see what sticks. And this system I'll be showing you today of finding great ideas. Number 1, I'll show you that. Use Opus 4.6 for that. This system, finding great ideas, then testing to see if those ideas work in the past, and then implementing into bots. If you're one of those people that's going to spend 6 months, a year, 2 years on one idea, you're cooked. You're cooked. Drop the ego. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to drop the ego and just be like, yo, my ideas are trash. Let's just see what works. Let's test a bunch. Let me test 100 ideas when I thought I would test 5. And I've learned this from experience. When I was 21, about to graduate college, broke as a joke, just like everybody else was. But I was on like an online thing and I clicked an ad and it had me join a training. Anyways, this guy was teaching me how to build iPhone apps without knowing how to code. That was appealing because I didn't know how to code and I was a little bit of a like internet entrepreneur type, you know, eBay type things. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch that. But at the end, he sold me a course for $2,000 that I didn't have. I had to use a credit card, but I was so convinced that, hey, the App Store is brand new. It's 2012 right now. I mean, I'm 4 years late, but people are getting off. I have the examples here. Okay, I see people that are getting off on the App Store. I'm gonna go build an app because I don't need to know how to code. But I put down $2,000 on a credit card. And guess what? I learned exactly how to build an app and I was able to build the app. Long story short, it was go to Upwork and hire developers to build an app that you think already has demand. Make it better. Find something with demand and make it better. Find something with demand and make it better. What I'm going to be showing you today is how to find your competitors' strategies and then make them better. Make them for your trading style. And we're going to use Opus 4.6, OpenClaw. We're going to use it all, dude. You're going to see everything. I learned how to build that app through the Upwork. I got rinsed, spent $15K on my first app. I was hyping it up to all my teammates. Like, I'm about to drop the next best game, Temple Run. I dropped it. All my teammates were like, this is trash. And what was worse is the market told me it was trash. I didn't make any money off that app. But I built the infrastructure for something beautiful. I learned exactly how to build apps without knowing how to code. I had a system. And I had some code of an app. What if I go ahead and I test some different ideas based off of this? You know, obviously my idea was trash. Nobody liked it. Nobody downloaded it. What if I test some other ideas? Okay, boom. 100 tests. Long story short, I blew up after that in a good way. in a very good way. I know blowing up in trading is a bad thing, but blowing up in business is a good thing because I tested 100 different things and I found exactly what worked. I dove deep into that thing. So a lot of people's natural inhibition is to go ahead and dive into an industry and just focus all their time on one thing. And that story was to kind of tell you, don't dive into one thing. Don't waste your time on just one thing. Test multiple ideas, knowing that our intuition, our ideas are typically trash. And that's why you're here. Let's be honest. Because your trading ideas are trash too. You get licked. That's why these guys are showing up here. So it's hard, but I truly hope if you are going to attack this industry with Opus 4.6, 4.9, whatever, that you throw a lot of spaghetti at the wall and then just follow the data. Test ideas that maybe they're not yours. I want to show you where your competitors are showing all their ideas and then show you how to have Claude Code work with it. Test, follow the data. Find a ton of ideas, backtest to see if they actually work in the past, and then build trading bots. Okay, how does Opus 4.6 or 5.15 fit into this? Well, what I've been explaining, the 3 steps: research ideas, that's R, backtest those ideas, that's B, and then implement them into bots, that's I, RBI system. It's all you need to know. And Opus 4.6 can be deployed to every single step. So let me just go show you how to deploy this. First things first, let's go ahead and get Opus 4 in here. Opus, what number are we on? 4.6? Okay. Let's go ahead here and say model, set model here. She's 4.6 already. Okay, that was easy. I need to reset all of these then. So my flow here is to use Opus through Claude Code and Claude Bot. That's it. This is Claude Bot on another computer. You don't need a Mac Mini. I told you how to do this. Go ahead and update our system so we're on Opus 4.6. They just dropped it. I'm actually not quite sure how we can do that, but you can do that. For me on my computer, all I did was restart Claude Code and it brought in Opus 4.6. But I don't know. You could figure it out probably, gang. Let's get it. So this is Claude Bot, the thing that's going super viral everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. I just want to use it because I'm a data dog and I'm not listening to what other people have to say. If it's good or bad, I got to test it. If I see a bunch of people talking about something, I'm going to test it. I'll give you the bottom line. Opus 4.6 was just released. Can you go ahead and update our system so we're using it? For me, I just had to restart my Claude Code instance on my computer. I don't know how you'll do it though. Figure it out, please. Thanks. All right, so this is Claude Bot here. Claudia. We got so many Claudes. We've got Claude everywhere. I want to see if she can update it, and then I want to show you immediately exactly how to find great ideas. Because at the end of the day, you're sitting here.
I was gonna make it. I just ain't know how. But I knew this world is what you make it. You create your own environment. It all starts with a vision. What you can imagine,
you can create. What you can imagine, you can create. At the end of the day, you're sitting here a hand trader losing money, and I have proof of that. Everybody lost their money yesterday that was still trading. So longs get licked, then shorts get licked, then longs get licked, and shorts get licked. I have the math behind that. If you're using more than, let's say, 6x leverage, you are going to get liquidated. So I've got the math behind that, and I've got the tests. I want to show you how to find or build your own tests so you can prove that out for yourself. Take your actual idea, the way you trade right now, and then be able to see if it actually works in the past and see how much of a drawdown can it take. Because if the drawdown's too high, and you're using leverage, you're smoked. 10% drawdown with 10x leverage is a liquidation. And it only takes one liquidation to lose all of your money forever. And that's the sad part because I see it every single day. You could see a 2 million short liquidation. Somebody decided to short yesterday when the markets were crashing. Emotional decision. $2 million short, $1.87 million short liquidation this morning. Somebody looked at this chart, looked at it dead straight in his eyes. It's okay. This is what this guy did yesterday. He said, okay, oh yeah, okay, it's the market's crashing. Okay, yeah, market's crashing. I better sell all of my Bitcoin here, and then I'm just gonna short here. Yes, or I'm gonna short here. It was worse. He got liquidated, so he shorted here, dude, and he got licked right there. So I mean, it's just as the Stanford professor said. I watched it on YouTube, of course. I got held back in 7th grade. I didn't qualify for Stanford. I'm not qualified to be a quant. Yada yada. As he said, when you're in an emotional state, you literally cannot think logically. So when you're trading with that much leverage, you're usually not thinking logically. And your fears of them stopping you out and hunting your liquidations, yes, they are doing that. I hope you know that because I even have access to that data now. I can see everybody's positions. I can see when everybody gets liquidated. Speaking of that, since you did show up here to this private Zoom today, I am going to give you the API key access and the Quant app. Just a bonus here. So if you do get in before the end of the private Zoom, you're going to get the API key. You're also going to get the Quant app so you can see everybody's positions. And I think this is going to be enlightening to you because you've had worries, right? Like, oh, I feel like they're stopping me out or they're hunting me, yada, yada. You're right, dude. They are hunting you, especially in a bear market. Because in a bull market, you can get away with just being mad bullish. In a bear market, longs get licked, shorts get licked. Longs get licked, shorts get licked. So I'm going to go ahead and get you that new key right now. And I just want you to think about all the times people ask you, what do you do, dude? And you're like, I'm a trader. And they look at their mind, oh, another DJ and gambler. But right now, from here on out, you are a quant. I've blessed you with quantness, dude. You are a quant starting now. If you truly want to approach this industry using Claude 4.6, Claude 4.9, Claude whatever, AI, whatever, using AI to code, do the hard stuff for you, the stuff that those quants, they value so much. They don't want to give it up. They want to stay a 10x engineer. Well, guess what? You're a quant now and you're a 100x engineer because you could have 100 tabs with Claude going all day long. So I believe in you, dude. Fuck them and let's get it. Let's get it, dude. You're a quant now. You can go update your Twitter profile. You can go ahead and update your LinkedIn. You are absolutely a quant now. If you are going to use data to approach the market, you are a quant. You're not a trader anymore. And that's just going to change your life because now when you tell somebody what you do, it's not, I'm a gambler or sorry, I'm a trader. It's not that anymore, dude. Not that anymore. You're a quant now. So let's get it. Current state active stream key. The API keys has the same key listed twice. Here's the script, how the script works. What are you doing, gang? I gave you the script. Hey, baby girl. So I was just giving you the script as reference so you could go ahead and deactivate yesterday's stream key and create a new one. Thank you very much. So I'm going to drop that key here if you do get in before the end of the stream today. But I've got a lot to show you, and I'm doing a full robustness test here today of Opus 4.6. It's a lot of hype right now, but you know, I just look at the hype and then I'm a data dog. I'll test the hype. Is it hype? Is it as good as people say it is, or is it just another model? I don't know. I don't care. You know my thesis here. The AI is going to get better and better, and Google's competing for us. Amazon is making our lives better. We have a small glimpse in this world right now where we're getting very inexpensive AI. I hope they can get the prices down in the future because we're just burning VC cash. I say it every day. We're just burning VC cash. So burn that cash, bro. This is our shot. This is our shot. If you are a non-coder, unqualified, yada, yada, if you approach trading starting today, if you approach it with data, you are a quant. So nice to meet you, Sir Quant. Sure, Quant. And if trading's not working for you today, then you must replace. You must replace it. You have two options: stop trading or approach it quantitatively, because you are a quant now. So let me go ahead and get all of these links here in the chat. API key is being dropped right now. GM. Good to see everybody. I'm throwing it all in the chat right now. So I've upgraded to Opus. Let's see the model here. I think we're good. You can see the API key died. There's a new one. So for the last few days, I've been giving an API key to the Moondav API here for free for people that lock in on the Zoom. That's it though, because this is like a very, very expensive set of data, and it's literally part of my edge. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about it, bro. We'll talk about it, and then we'll be about it. We're always gonna keep stepping on the gas. So what I want to do here is make sure she's updated, and then I want to get into. I want her to dive in. That's how I'm gonna show you all these things. Okay, so and you have this roadmap now because you came today. https://moondav.com/roadmap. Please go investigate that roadmap here and hone in on the research part. What are the ideas? Tell me back the ideas of the research part. How do you find great ideas? Now, especially using Claude Opus 4.6, we have everything laid out in that roadmap, so investigate it. And then what I want you to start doing is taking action on some of those research tips and come back with 50 great ideas that are directly from the RBI system, where I show people on that roadmap how to find ideas. Because at the end of the day, in order to be a quant, you have to keep coming up with great ideas. Don't be one of those guys that just is spending all their time obsessing over one idea, unless the data shows you to do that. Got to find more and more ideas. So I want you to come back with 50 ideas derived from the places that I show in the roadmap, and then teach back here using Opus 4.6 how anybody viewing should find great ideas based off of what I've written in the roadmap. So she should go start researching ideas. Now I'm using OpenClaw here with Opus 4.6. So we'll see. We'll see, dude. We'll see. See what she can do. Let's see what she can do. And then I'm actually going to do the same exact prompt here. Well, I can't copy and paste, but this is using 4.6. So this is good, getting a little taste of Opus 4.6 opposed to doing it just right in here. I'm still like testing OpenClaw. There's a lot of hype there, and I just want to use it for a while and see if it's actually better than using Claude Code, because the model is the trick, right?
Imagine you had everything you wanted, everything. Imagine you were everything you ever wanted to be, and capture that feeling. That's the easiest way to manifest what you want.
Like, the AI is the thing. It's cool to have this. I don't fully know how to do the whole autonomous work for you all night thing. So I think it's a little bit of hype still. That being said, I'm going to keep just testing it, because when I see hype, I just like to see it for myself. And that kind of goes back to the whole research side of this. Remember, what I'm going to teach you today is how to use Opus 4.6 to execute the RBI system. The RBI system is actually shown in the roadmap that I gave to you, and she's researching it right now. currently. She is in OpenClaw 4.6. But this is really what I am going to be focusing my next decade, maybe 2 decades to, is the process of automating is algo trading, but the process of automating your trading, it starts with the research of trading strategies. That's R. Then you backtest those strategies, see if they actually work in the past. If they work in the past, they're not guaranteed to work in the future, but they're much more likely. So this is my framework that I follow. And I want to show you today how to use Opus 4.6 or any AI in the future, of course, in order to expand on this. You can see I just set her off to go research this page here because I've been teaching humans how to do this for multiple years now. And they've been successful. So, no offense to humans or myself, but I think that these AIs are better and smarter. Anthony says he's not seeing anything. Can you guys see? Throw a 1 in the chat if you can see the screen. 1. 1. Okay. So Anthony's cooked. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. So she's investigating how to do the R right now because at the end of the day, what I did is I thought I just learn how to code and then be a billionaire because I know how to code. I could build bots, but that was very naive thinking. So I ran it, put 10K into my first bot without backtesting it, without researching an idea. I lost that money. So what came out of that is this RBI system. And I think this is made back. It's an infinite amount has been made back based off of that 10K because there's literally hundreds of you that have followed this system to success. So I want to show you today how to find these good ideas. She's taking a while. So while she's taking a while, if you actually want to automate your trading, there is no excuse anymore. I didn't go to school as an engineer. I wasn't in an HFT firm. I didn't go to Stanford. I got held back in 7th grade, yada, yada, dude. Like, who cares? We all got all the excuses in the world, but we have AI now. We've got AI. So I want to show you a few places so you can leave here today just with some good notes of things you can then take and attack this industry by yourself. The R is very important to me because remember, like I said, don't just go run to the bot because once you learn how to code or you have the idea to automate your trading, it doesn't mean it's going to be profitable. You have to make sure that they're profitable strategies. So there's plenty of places to find great ideas. Google Scholar is a great one because it has PhDs writing papers about trading strategies. So super easy to find these papers. Go to Google Scholar here. And remember, you're trying to generate a ton of ideas, because we don't know which ones are going to do well, especially in your systems. You can type in trading strategy, mean reversion. You can say VWAP strategies, whatever you want. And there's going to be a gazillion papers that you can read through, skim through, have AI look at. I've built AI agents that will go through and just research. You could do that, but it's level 5. I think it's better to kind of learn this stuff as a human and then use AI as your leverage. But right now, the thing is, the only time you're using leverage is on these charts. That's why you're cooked. Oh, let's just do it a different way, right? Let's just approach the markets a different way. Anybody can do this. If you're a trader, you could do this. If you're not a trader, don't become a trader. It's too hard. So you've got unlimited papers. Just throw keywords in there. Any type of strategies you want to see. You can read all of these papers. You can see exactly what your competitors, remember that these are your competitors. A lot of these are traders. So take it with a grain of salt. There's not going to be anything plug and play. Of course not. But just the idea of VWAP could be an unlock for you. You see what I'm saying? So you got unlimited papers. You've got pretty much unlimited books, but I've got some good books that I've read. Now, I haven't read every book in the world, of course, but if you want to screenshot this or just take the roadmap, market wizards are essential. Pretty much Jack Schwager, he goes ahead and he interviews the best traders and he verifies that they're actually good traders. So they're telling us their strategies. That's your competition again. Telling us their actual strategies. Take it with a grain of salt, of course. Are they going to give us the exact strategy? Probably not. But if he has 3-4 books interviewing 10, 12 different traders in each, then shoot, you got like 40 different traders that you can learn from. You can literally get their exact ideas. That's an essential series of books to read right now. You want to dive into like HFT stuff, Flash Boys, but I think there's plenty of alpha learning from these guys, real traders. Maybe they're not trading 1,000 times per day, and that's okay. It's another thing everybody wants to do is just trade like 1 billion times a day. The more you trade, the less you have. You literally have to pay fees every single time that you trade. And most people don't even know that. They don't even know that. They don't even know how chopped up their game by fees. moondav.com/fees. /calculator. You can check your fees here, but for example, this guy, if he would have used a bot, he would have saved $175,000. This guy would have used a bot, he would have saved $116,000. This guy would have used a bot, he would have saved $208,000. Why? Because market orders are 3x as expensive as limit orders. And as a human, you're going to use more market orders than limit orders. Look at this. If you have a $25,000 account size and you're using 40x leverage, if you trade 5 times per day, you lose your entire account in 31 days just because of fees. Not including emotional trading, not including nothing. No, it's just fees. Just fees. Just buying and selling 5 times a day, leverage of 40x with 25 account size. But if you had a bot, you would extend your life 717 days. So that's game changing. Don't you think you could find something that works in 2 years? I'll give you all the sauce today. I'll give you all the sauce so you can go do it. What are you going to do is the question. Are you going to read these 3 books? Most won't. And that's okay. Because remember, trading is PvP. Player versus player. Person versus person. In order to win in trading, you must take from somebody else. That's why New York City, the funds out there, the quants, they don't want me to teach this stuff because they need more chumps like you and I that's going to go ahead and trade with leverage. So you got market wizards. Definitely screenshot this right now because these are some of my favorite books. And then the other one I want to talk about is actually a podcast because there's 300 plus traders interviewed here and again, verified. So it's very similar to this. Verified, maybe not as like these are absolute GOAT traders, but these guys have really, really great ideas and there's 300 of them. And it's a podcast. I mean, I listen to the Audible of this, so audio is the way, in my opinion, because you can do it wherever, whenever. Yeah, so you have some good ideas here of how to get ideas, how to find trading strategies. And what is she doing? You good, Shorty? You good, Shorty? She's taking a long time. Oh, it's cute. Okay, she's working. I'm not going to touch her. I'm going to let her slide. I'm going to let her slide. See what she can do. In the meantime, I'll just tell you as a human how to do this, dude. You got your trading books, you got your technical books, and you got your mind books. This is moondev.com/roadmap. You have access to this just for coming through today. So you can look at this at your own time, but I need to highlight a couple of things. Like, where do you find ideas? And how do you apply Claude to them? Let's see if this Claude can do it better, faster. So this is Claude 4.6 Opus. moondev.com/roadmap. Please analyze. I didn't do it correctly. Roadmap. Please analyze this entire page and specifically the R section of RBI.
Right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. It's like it's water. It wants to move and go around stuff, you know.
Based on the instructions I show in that website. And then tell me how, if AI continues to get better over the next 10 years, how they can improve this process. It's interesting, dude. I think that's a very interesting thesis. Like 2 years ago, bet the AI is going to be way better than it is now. Like that's a simple thesis that any big head can understand, right? And that happened. Do you think it's going to slow down is the question? Because if you're still fading AI and saying that I'm not a PhD, I'm 1,000 PhDs now. You're 1,000 PhDs now. You don't need to go to school for that. No way. What, you're just gonna go waste 4 years, 8 years? I don't even know how many years they have to do. While we're locked using Claude Code, Opus 4.6, and then it's gonna be 4.9 and then 7. And I'm just excited, dude. I'm excited. And I'm glad you found me because you found me somehow, some way. I don't know how, but I'm glad you're here because I saw a lot of people get wrecked yesterday. And I think there's gonna be more today, unfortunately. But it might be the other side. It would probably be both sides. You can see this guy also looked at the chart emotionally yesterday and was like, let me short right here. And then he just blew up, just lost $1.5 million. Leverage is a drug. It's not your fault, dude. It's just you don't have the correct way to approach the markets. The correct way to approach the markets, and I have the data because I've back tested this. The only way to approach these markets is to stop trading or to automate it. Because if you automate it, you're forced to see the truth. I haven't found a strategy that can use 40, 50x leverage ever. Okay. So if you're using 40, 50x leverage, you're just like wasting your time until you die. Wasting your time until you get liquidated. So that's 5 years. Maybe there are some strategies that can trade with 50x, 40x leverage. Unless you're hedged, you're not able to do that. You're not able to do that. Sorry, dude. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to think back that you've wasted your time staring at these charts, but you haven't. You haven't wasted your time. You've learned some skills. You've learned some strategies. Now you just need to know how to test them. Oh, it's client side rendered. That's why they're sticking here. Okay, okay. That's why she's stuck over here. What a bad first example, dude. What a bad first example. Let's go ahead and say stop then. My bad. God, what a flop. My bad on that first example. It's client side rendered or whatever. It's through Notion, so it's cooked. You can't look at that data. Here, I'll paste it here. What does she say though? Oh, so she figured it out. How did she find it out? Here's what I gathered from multiple sources about your RBI framework, Moondev. The page itself is client rendered, so I couldn't scrape it directly. But between search results, the deep wiki docs on your AI agents repo, and the algo trade camp references, here's a comprehensive breakdown. The R in the RBI research, step-by-step guide to finding great strategy ideas. The core principle, never skip straight to coding a bot. Yes, great core principle. Research is the foundation that prevents you from losing money on untested strategies. Where to find strategies? We got Google Scholar, you got YouTube, you got Google. You're a good Googler, but I mean, I would use AI. Books, I showed you a bunch of books. You have that. Market data itself. Play around with data, test ideas, sentiment, on-chain metrics, cross-exchange discrepancies. Okay, so if you want to get into arbitrage, that's fine. How AI can improve this process over the next 10 years. If you're in this game, only get into it if you're long-term in this game. Jim Simons died at like 85 with $31 billion. You can tinker on your computer until you die. And it's a vicious game. You see me every single day locked for 3-4 hours. I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started, dude. Just getting started. Automated paper mining, AI agents will continuously crawl Google Scholar, Arvix, and SSRN to extract strategy logic. Let's see if she can do that. Hey, can you go ahead and scrape Google Scholar and Arvix and SSRN to find the best strategies that have the highest probability of doing well in automated systems and come back with 20 of them. See if Clawbot can do that. How do you even do this though? Okay, I'm gonna set a new session because she's tripping. Chat. I'm gonna do a full refresh. What's going on, baby girl? Okay, come up with 20 of them. So I just sent my Clawbot on some mission here. Some side quest, which is actually the main quest. But she gave me that idea, so I already do that. I already have agents that do this, but I want to see how Clawbot can do it. Video, audio, transcription, extraction. Okay, I actually have something that does that already. So I'm 2 years ahead of the AI. But it's only because I have AI. Give me the confidence that I can literally build anything for the rest of my life. Just a confidence game. I know you're confident. I know you believe in yourself. I believe in you. Synthetic strategy generation. LLMs will generate entirely new strategy hypothesis by combining elements from multiple known strategies. What if we combine OFI signals with liquidation cascades and a mean reversion exit? This is combinatorial creativity humans can't match at scale. Auto backtesting pipelines. Research flows directly into automated backtesting with zero human intervention. Regime aware research. Continuous literature monitoring. Eliminating overfitting automatically. Damn. See here what's going on over here. So I can see everybody's positions, and I was looking at hype, but now I'm looking at everybody's positions. You can see there's a couple BTC shorts up here, 0.3%, 0.4%, 0.4%. Anybody huge though? I'm looking for the big. Where's the whale? Where are the whales at? Where are they sitting? So yeah, your thought of everybody being able to see your positions is true, but only us data dollars can actually see your positions, and Wall Street and the exchanges. Short the bottom, 1.3 million here. Okay. But he's been successful thus far. There's a 455K position here waiting to get licked. Okay. 5 million here. That's 3.5% away. So we already did a lot of damage down. I think it's going to be easier for them to push it up and get these guys, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't predict price because I know I can't. I just have to build ideas into systems that have success in the past, but the past isn't guaranteed to be the future. So I test with small size and I scale up. Test with small size and scale up. Test with small size and scale up. I feel like I have explained how to find ideas, how to use AI, how to use Opus 4.6 enough. You know where the papers are, you know where the books are, you know the podcasts. You know I use Claude Code. I don't use Cursor anymore. Why do I use Claude Code? Why is it through the terminal? Because it's sicker. It's just, I know it's gross if you're brand new. I get it. It's scary. Scary, dude. But what's more scary? Learning how to code, learn how to use AI to build bots, or losing all your money trading with emotion. What's more scary? A lot of people don't know this, but it absolutely changes everything once you understand that, hey, I can be a trader. I can't drive the car because I'm not a good driver. Okay. We got automated driving and then people are still trading by hand. I don't get it. I don't get it, dude. And the thing is even if you're a complete beginner, I can show you.
Great quote that said, rest at the end, not in the middle. And that's something I always live by. I'm not going to rest. I'm going to keep on pushing now. There are a lot of answers that I don't have, even questions that I don't have. I'm just gonna keep going. Just gonna keep going, and I'll figure these things out as we go, right? And you just continue to build that way. So that I try to live by that all the time.
Rest at the end.
Rest at the end.
Rest at the end, baby. Rest at the end. You're not going to stop trading, unfortunately. You should. If you're not going to stop trading, then you have to automate it because your emotions are going to get in the way. And they just need to get in the way one time. So you crank up that leverage or add to a losing position, and then you're licked. So if you're brand new, you've never coded before, I can help you. But if you've already learned how to code, that's great. You're just ahead. You're just ahead. Still comes down to great ideas. So I've shown you how to find great ideas, great strategies that your competitors are literally giving you. So go after it. Get after it, dude. Let's go. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to get into the weeds, the weeds, the weeds. We got to start backtesting things. See if it actually works in the past. Because we have a list of ideas now. I don't know about you, but I sit and listen, read, listen all day. Audible, but I can call that reading, right? I come up with ideas and I write them in my notes. My iPhone notes have a lot of ideas. A lot of ideas. And then I come back here and I see if those ideas work in the past. Now, just a warning if you are new here. A lot of people are going to be showing you trading view backtests, but there's something called the repainting, and that happens a lot on trading views. So definitely do not use trading view to backtest. Do not use trading view to backtest. What do you use then, Moan? To backtest, there is a library, and that's just like an app for Python called backtesting.py. And actually on that roadmap, I do give you access to some actual code that I literally use in order to backtest. Now, this took me a long, long time to build, so I'm glad you found me somehow. And I'm glad I'm about to give you the code for that right now. So let's go back to that roadmap here. And you can see the RBI system is backtesting is the next thing, right? Research and then backtest. See if it actually works in the past. If it works in the past, it might work in the future. Okay. Great. If it works in the future, scale it up, but start small. Start small. Not like those other guys are just going to hype it up and be like, build a bot, make $1 billion. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that right away, dude. You have to build your edge. So I want to at least give you a system. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give you a strategy. I can't give you a bot to run. Just can't do it. It's too much risk. I'm already risking enough showing this all. I've literally built my edge here, showing everything. I've shown everything. It's crazy. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. I have a vault that you have access to literally every single stream, every video I've ever released, everything I've ever built over the last 5 years. There's 2 terabytes of videos in here. I've done enough. I'd rather give you a system so you can eat for the rest of your life because I think you're going to keep trading, right? Remember, you have 2 options. If you're a hand trader, stop trading or automate it. Because if you automate it, then you're forced to go through a system like this. And what actually happens? Okay, you're a quant now, right? So you go from trading emotionally every day, waking up, losing money, making money, losing money, making money, dancing, losing money, crying. Okay, you change that lifestyle for one where you're actually spending your 4 or 6 hours a day, however much you work, spending it on finding great trading strategies. So you're listening to books, you're reading papers, you're absorbing smart people's ideas, you're writing those down. So you just replace a bad habit, which is gambling, which is a sin, with a good habit, which is researching, which is learning. Learn, baby, learn, so we can earn, baby, earn. That's what MLK Jr. says. Learn, baby, learn, so we can earn, baby. Yes, he got after the bag, dude. He got after the bag. Learn, baby, learn, so you can earn, baby, earn. Learn, baby, learn. So you can earn, baby, earn. Taking a bad habit, a sin, gambling every single day with your life savings, 40x leverage, replacing it with a good habit, education, learn, learn, learn. So then you can take those ideas and then backtest them. Okay, so let me show you the code for this backtest. It's literally a template that took me years to build. Years of testing, dude, because I tested all of the backtesting libraries, all of them. So copy this code. And I feel okay giving you guys code of backtests, right? Because you're not going to just go run my bot. You can't. This is a backtest. This is to see if it actually works in the past. So you can copy this and you have the roadmap as well. But use backtesting.py. That's my suggestion. I'm not a financial advisor, but I tested all of the other libraries. I've tested thousands of ideas. And this is the template I literally use with Opus 4.6. Go ahead and build me or start 5. Here, let's do this in the GitHub. Let's do this in the other GitHub. I have a GitHub with my trading bot stuff. Look at my Jan folder. Actually, we might even have a Feb folder now with some ideas on it. I have some ideas about these liquidation trading systems, and we wrote an MD about it. Yeah. Anyways, I want you to go ahead and use this backtesting template code here that Moondev gave me on his roadmap. And I want you to test out 10 different ideas based off of those liquidation ideas. But the only thing, okay, actually, I wanted it to be 20 different ideas and launch 10 agents. So we have 10 parallel agents working on 2 ideas each. And they all have to use some of those liquidation ideas that are written in the MD. But we need variations with double confirmations because there was some idea that we crossed with this liquidation data that was about double confirmations before actually entering. So that will be the one tweak that every single one of these agents will go ahead and implement based off of our winning ideas and then send me back the actual stats in a table format so I can analyze the Sharpe ratio, the Sortino ratio, the drawdown, the ROI, the EV. Did you hear that, dude? Did you hear those stats? You might need to rewind. Because people always ask me, what do you look for in your back test? So I give her this code. Again, let me copy this code here. Copy this code. And this is why I'm so confident that any trader can do this. Damn, dude. Not it, but I wonder why that didn't copy. Oh, I have to do it again. Right click to and copy the link. What the heck? Let me just copy it this way. So this is all of the code here. This is the code I use to this day. So literally, this is a 5-year gift here because it took me 5 years to get to this point that I'm at today. And I want to show you everything of how you could use Opus 4.6 in order to automate your trading, even if you don't know how to code. I've been through TradingView backtests. They are the absolute trashes. Do not use TradingView. I've used Backtrader. I've used Vector BT. I've come to backtesting.py, and this is the legit template I give you. I'm now launching 10 different agents here to test ideas that I've built an edge off of. So it takes time, right? Research, backtest. Now you have your own ideas. Nobody's going to give you a plug and play bot for the same reason that $1 million would not last very long if you told somebody or 100 people the exact location. If you told somebody the exact location of a free $1 million, how long would it be there? How long would it be there? Nobody's going to give you a bot that's profitable. I'm sorry. You'll see videos around like ads and say like get 2-3 free ETH a day or something. Just download this bot. You're about to get liquidated. They're about to steal all your money. I'll first explore your code base to find the Jan Feb folders and the liquidation ideas. Then I'll set up 10 parallel agents. I found your liquidation research. Let me read the key MD files to understand these strategies and then find the data files. Excellent. I have comprehensive information of your liquidation strategies. Let me find the data file and read one of the existing strategies to understand the structure. Then I'll launch 10 parallel agents with 2 strategies each. So I've got 10 opuses going right
We
now.
must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
So she's launching 10 agents. That's fun. That's very fun. And you can do this starting today. It's $20 a month for Claude Code. I'm on the $200 plan, but again, that's because I've spent the money on developers. I told you the story about hiring developers. I spent probably 500,000 plus minimum. So I was on apps that I didn't need to be the coder for. I tried to code many times, probably just like you, dude, and you just churn, you churn, you churn. But once you have a problem that you have to solve, like me, I had to solve this. I was getting liquidated too much. Just like everybody's getting liquidated right now. Yesterday, today, every day. Longs get licked, shorts get licked. Because the math, if you look at the math on these trading strategies, you'll see like, okay, I'm about to have 20 different back tests here for you. And you can see I haven't coded once yet, have I? Oh, this is the generation of the idea guy. If you are one of those idea guys that actually steps on the gas, you can see back tests are uploading here or popping out here. One had a 139% return. This one had a 103% return. So these are just cooking, dude. They're just cooking. But I'm not coding. I'm not coding. Okay, there's one good part of TradingView, and I'm going to show you that right now. Lock in. This is a hack. You can go to indicators here. You can go to editors picks, top, whatever. And all of these indicators give you the actual code. So this is just a quick tip. This one had a 99% return because I don't like TradingView as a place to backtest. I think it repaints. I think the returns are too good to be true and they never match up to Python. And I've done all the testing. I learned PineScript. I learned the coding language to do that. You can see this is a 314% return. This one is 158% return. But this is the one thing I really love about TradingView is that they force all of their developers to put the code out. So we have their code. We've got their exact code for every single indicator in the world. And I can just say, or on TradingView's platform, I can paste it in here and give them the roadmap I've already given you. Or the backtesting.py code. I give her the indicator plus the code, and I can literally backtest anything without having to know how to code. And now you know that. So I'm just trying to transfer some tips here along the way so you know everything I know about automated trading and you can do this yourself because I believe in you. I believe if we, the ones that are quote unquote unqualified, we attack together, we could take on Wall Street, dude. I know we can. It's us versus Wall Street, so let's get it. They're going to tell you that you can't, and I'm going to tell you that you can. But now you legit know how to find great ideas. And now you can see these back tests are outputting, but I didn't code anything. I just showed you I used Opus 4.6. Now the learning curve is getting over the fear of the terminal. But I'll show you everything. It's not that hard. Usually I'm typing in my ideas, and you might be asking, what am I using to talk to the AI? It's this thing called Whisper Flow. Whisper Flow. I just hit the FN button and I'm able to talk to it. Hey. So when I was learning to code 5 years ago, I didn't know how to type either. I was typing at like 30, 25 words per minute. And in order to learn how to code, I had to watch 15 different courses. 4 hours a day locked in, dude. I'm not playing. I'm not playing about my money, bro. I'm not playing about that. I'm sorry. If I'm trading emotionally losing money, I have to find a different way. I couldn't get off the charts. It was an addiction. Straight up. It was an addiction. I knew I wasn't going to stop being a trader, so I had to just approach it a different way. And now my life is so much better. Look, 207% return. 100% return. So they're cooking. We've got 10 agents cooking the back test for you. The hard part, the part they don't want you to know about. Oh, you can do this too? Yes, dude. You can do this. And I know you can because I was able to do it. And I didn't know how to code either. I was scared to learn how to code. Let me go ahead and grab the API keys again because I see some new people jumping into the Zoom. We do private Zooms only. Those are the people I talk to. You can ask any questions you have. We'll be answering everything at the end of the day, always. And here's the API keys. You can see this one has a 5,000% return. Lots of trades though. So what I want you to do is don't get too hyped on really great back tests. Use it as an indicator, a better indicator than you seeing at the charts putting lines on it. The only way to trade is a quantitative approach to it because I've been showing you the process, right? And this takes you from stressed out, anxiety filled trader trying to predict price to quant researcher day 0, day 1 today. And then you'll be able to backtest just like I'm able to backtest. You could probably get this set up today. Showing you all the sauce, bro. All of the sauce. Because I believe code is a great equalizer. I believe code is a great equalizer. That's it. I see the power I have now just because I learned how to code. I could use AI. Others can't. Others can't build with AI. You learn how to code. You can use AI. I'll show you how to code. So I'm still waiting on these 10 agents here to finish up. I want to see if she can find some other great ideas because about 3-4 days ago, we found some breaking ideas with these liquidations. And now I just want to see if 4.6 can take it to the next level. GM. I'm just sipping coffee. Let's see if there's any big liquidations coming up here. We got BTC 451, 451K. So these are actually closer now. So we must be pushing down a bit. So you know everything, bro. You know exactly how to do this. You know how to research and backtest. And if you stopped right now, this would be a much better way of trading than trading by hand. You could just stop right now at the R and the B. You could sell your ideas, sell your backtests. And then you go from unprofitable hand trader to quant researcher that has actual data on what works in the past. You'll never have to trade again. But if you want to follow me to the eye, if you actually want to chase Jim Simons, he ran up a bag of 31 billion. I don't need all that. So I'm going to show everything every day. And they hate that I show this. Wall Street hates it. Quants hate it. So I'm doubling down, dude. I'm doubling down. I'm trying to be more clear. I'm trying to teach more. I want to teach more people that were in my situation losing money. I want to teach them how to become a profitable automated trader because I see it every single day. So if this makes people mad, that's awesome. That's what I want. I'm an underdog. If anybody's ever told you you can't do something in your life, let's get them. Let's show them. Let's just show them. Let's just show them, dude. You can see she's done here. So we've got 10, 20 different back tests. You can see this one had a return of 152. The sharp was 15.8. So these are the metrics I like to look at. Return, sharp, Sortino, max drawdown, win rate, trades, and EV. EV must be over 0.2. Sharp ratio over 1 minimum. This is 15. Sortino over like 3. Max drawdown. I like to see a max drawdown of half of the return. So you can see this is actually disgusting. This is actually a disgusting trading strategy. Wow, dude. Wow. Top 7 strategies with sharp over 9. Ready for robustness testing.
We must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
Yeah, this is fire, dude. Fire, dude. Fire, fire, fire. These sharps are actually I'm boggled by these. I'm boggled by these. 15 sharp, are you serious? So this is news to me. This is brand new. 4.6, dude. Opus 4.6, absolutely cooked. Absolutely cooked. This is the first time I've ever seen Opus 4.6, mind you. It was released yesterday. So you actually have as many development skills as I do. That's the thing. If you're using these models, you're becoming better and better, courtesy of Amazon, courtesy of Google, courtesy of OpenAI, courtesy of NVIDIA, courtesy of all these billion-dollar, trillion-dollar companies. They're paying for this. They're building the infrastructure. They're betting on the AI future. Is it a bubble? For sure. For sure. But if you're not in a bubble, you better fucking find one. That's what a great man once told me. Don't be one of those bubble haters now. You better find one, buddy. Because this bubble is taking off. And now I'm a 100x engineer. I was a 10x yesterday. Now I'm a 100x. Because now I've seen a 15 sharp. Are you kidding me? I've never seen that before. I've never seen a 12 sharp. Yeah, she cooked. She cooked on this one, dude. She cooked. Wow. I'm just a little in awe. So looking at this data here, you can see the return 152%, but the drawdown's only 1%. That is insane. That's why the sharp is so high. Consecutive licks plus Kalman here, 58.3, 58.3, 12.04 sharp, 11 sharp, 10 sharp, 10 sharp, 10 sharp. Yeah, I would say she's cooking. I would say if you're fading AI still, you're cooked. Oh, AI can't take on big projects. AI can't do this. 1 million context length now. Yes, 4.6. Thank you. I'm better now. Just lock in every single day. Follow Jim. Or follow the crackhead hand traders and lose all your money. Whatever. I'm trying to show you everything, dog. In one stream. One stream, I want to show you absolutely everything. I've already shown you how to find great ideas. I've given you the literal code so far on how to backtest those ideas to see if they work in the past. You have Opus 4.6 the same day I do. Let's get it, dude. I believe code is a great equalizer. So I'm giving everything for free, bro. I want you to see everything every day. It's actually not free anymore. It's $5. $5 to get into the Zoom, dude. Because my ops are in the public and I don't care what they have to say. If you can't afford 5, I literally don't want to spend my energy talking to you or listening to anything you say or processing it in my brain. No way. It's me, Opus 4.6, and Jim Simons. Just get it. And everything I learned, I'm passing to my team, my squad, the people in the Zoom, the people in the Discord, everybody else, get licked, bro. Get licked. Literally. Get licked. I'm literally hunting you every single day. I watch everybody's positions. And everybody in the Zoom is watching everybody's positions because they all got the quant app. They all got the API. Yes, it's just for a day, but hey, it's gonna be $1,000+ for this per month, per seat. So this is like a $12,000 gift divided by 365 days. So you do the math. I'm in awe here, dude. I'm in awe. Kalman filter combination dominate. 4 out of 7 use the Kalman DC08, DC11, DC03. How did I figure out what the Kalman filter is? First off, the R. The R, actually. The R. I literally show you what I follow each day, and I have the proof over 1,000 videos that I've just been locked in for 4 hours a day. A non-coder, didn't know how to code. I had a big problem. I was trading with leverage. I was trading too much. I was getting liquidated. I was losing all my money. I had to approach the markets a different way. I met a dude. He was smoking a joint, sitting on the couch, windows open, air conditioning on. And that's when it clicked. I can do that too. He's trading $1 billion per day. I wonder what he's trading now. That was 5 years ago. Did he help me? No way. Of course not. This is a scarcity-led industry. And the only reason you are here is because you see I don't give a fuck. I will share everything. I'll share everything, dude. I believe code is a great equalizer. I'll show you everything I know. And I've shown that for over 1,000 videos, over 1,000 days. What have you done for 1,000 days? That's the question. Because if you're really serious about this, you have to lock in for 1,000 days. But if you think you're going to be trading for the next 1,000 days, wouldn't you rather have a robot trade for you? Of course. Then you can actually spend your time moving forward, because the thing about trading, you're not compounding. You're just staring at the screen, staring at the charts. It's not compounding. You're staring at the charts, guessing if the price is going to go up or down. But me, I'm over here building backtests. I just built 20 of them. I remember the day I found my first backtest. Found my first winning backtest. I was eating some eggs and some bacon out here in PR. A little coffee too. Enjoying my eggs and bacon with my computer right next to me. Tinkering away, coding by hand. Just slaving over that coding by hand stuff, dude. It was hard. It was hard. I had to learn how to code. I was scared to code my entire life. I was so scared I paid nearly $1 million to Upwork developers. That's how scared I was. But once I met that dude, I was like, okay, I can do this too. I'm gonna lock in. Sitting there, coding by hand, backtesting things, barely knowing how to code, but figured out how to get some backtests to go through. I found a winner. I fucking bounced so quick, I don't even know if I paid. I ran home. I was so excited. But that was like 2-3 days of work. 2-3 days of work, and not better than most of these strategies here. It would be like the number 14th on the list, maybe. But she just cooked this for me. We are 4-5 years later, but we have AI now. So she cooked 20 of them that are almost all better than that one that got me so excited. So if you think you're too late, you're not. You're right on time. 4.6 just dropped today. You got it the same day I got it. And you literally have the smartest brains in the entire world trying to figure out this AI problem, how to make AI better and better so our developers can code faster and faster. But you don't even have to be a developer anymore. You're already a quant. I hope you changed your bio, dude. Please do tag me on Twitter when you do change your bio. I would love to see it. Because you're a quant now. You're approaching the markets differently. You're not at the charts right now. The market just opened, literally. It's 9:30 a.m. and you're not even looking at the markets. You're looking at data of backtests that I am shocked about, because we have Opus 4.6 and it just got better. I've never seen sharps like this, dude. I've successfully shown you already how to find great ideas and how to backtest them, how to have AI do this way faster. I've literally built 20 backtests today, and each one of them would have taken me at least 8 hours. At least 8 hours. So I could quit for the rest of the day. I could be done. I'm an hour and a half in and I could be done with my day. If I'm comparing it to Moondev of 5 years ago. That's the thing. Jim Simons always tells me, he says, you got to make your systems better and better because that's what everybody else is going to do. But remember who we're competing against. We're competing against hand traders, number one. They are easy to take their money from because we can see their positions. The quants are the tough ones. The Wall Street guys, they're the tough ones. But guess what? They're so smart, they don't need AI. You see it, dude. You see the comments, the backlash against AI. AI can't do this. AI can't do that. Oh, it's too big of a project for AI. Boom. We got 1 million context level now with Opus 4.6. So they're low key chumps too, because that would have taken them, even if they're a great developer, each one of these would have taken them at least a couple hours. So let's let their egos do their thing. They're great coders. We don't want to take that from them. They could do it that way. I'm going to do it this way. Top 7 strategies. These are absolutely mind-blowing. I've never seen results like this. Wow.
Let them find out who it was. They gonna be on you.
I like to hype my AI up. I like to hype her up because she's like, she's the edge, bro. She's the edge. She can build anything. Anyways, let's go ahead and launch 7 agents. 1 agent will actually, you go ahead and make the plan for robustness testing. Do multiple like out of samples, permutations, Monte Carlos, things like that. Make a plan for that and then launch 7 different agents to do it across our top 7. And then report back a nice table like this with all the same data with the robustness tests. Now, I know you're just new to algorithmic trading. I keep it stupid simple. Research, backtest, and implement. Research, backtest, and implement. That's all you got to worry about. This is just a nice, easy step to verify your backtests are actually good before going to live. Remember, research, backtest, implement. That's the simplest way to think about this. But when you backtest, there are flaws with backtesting. They can be overfit. Overfit means that it almost can see data and it's seeing the data before it actually sees it, and then it just fits it to the data. But I don't want to blow your brain up with all these intricacies here. Research, backtest, implement. If you go from hand trader, trading by hand with leverage, and then you move into a researcher, a backtester, you're already more profitable immediately. And your life is 100x better. Because you're not stressed out trying to predict prices when literally longs get licked, shorts get licked. Shorts get licked, longs get licked. We can see everybody's positions. Everybody in this Zoom right now can see everybody's positions. You're playing in a casino and they know you're going to lose. So just already today in the first hour, you've transformed yourself from a hand trader, emotional, trading with too much leverage, to a quant. So congrats. Keep it simple. Research, backtest, implement. You want to add in this robustness testing? Yes, of course. It's just going to make it better. It's just going to make your bots better. I do want to get to the point here today where we are able to build a couple bots as well, because then I'll be able to show you that's the full system. That's the full system in one day. And I know, my videos can be a little long, but I think this is a very powerful system that I need to show you every step of it. So now you're a hand trader, and by the end of, or actually right now, you can already be a quant and be a researching and backtesting quant. Partner with somebody that has money that wants to trade if you want to do that. You could sell the data to people, the backtest. I have a bunch of ideas that here's a bunch of backtests that actually work. Or you're a trader. Okay, boom, boom. I can help you implement it. Or you can trade your own capital. I know a lot of people are struggling with capital right now. I saw over $2 billion liquidated yesterday. I'm sorry if that was you. But if you're here today, then, the universe has wild ways of teaching us our lessons and getting us to learn what we need to learn. So I'm excited. I'm excited to do some robustness testing here. And then I want to go ahead and actually build out a couple bots now. So I've showed you how to research and backtest. And now I want to go ahead and build a couple bots. And the thing about the people around me, the quants around me, we can code and build for any platform, because I got everybody caught up to speed with me. Over the course of 5 years, I've shown how to build on Hyperliquid in 2023. how to build on-chain Solana in 2024, how to build Polymarket in 2025. If you're on my team, you could build on Coinbase, Binance, Hyperliquid, Extended, Polymarket, Solana, because you're actually locked, and I'm actually locked. I got 4 hours a day minimum, minimum, 2 terabytes. Let's get it. I'll show you everything. I don't care what others have to say. 777 to you. That's spreading love. You stay in a positive mindset. If you are kind to people, if you give more than you take, just energy wise, you're going to have a better life. If you're in a good vibration, you can literally have anything in this world. You can have anything in this world. You can have anything. Now, I do get a question here. It's just before we get to building the bot, because I have a couple of bots I want to build here today. Got them on my list. Let's go here. You can see the whole checklist I will be going through. Essentially, risk is the most important thing. So after we find a strategy that works in the past, you can go ahead and build that into something in the future. I've got a couple ideas that have worked relatively in the past, and I'm going to build them into the future. I'm going to let these 7 agents cook on the back test, but I'm going to switch on over to another exchange. And like I said, we know how to build on any exchange. But implementing risk controls is the number one thing. Implementing the strategy, of course. How do we enter? I would recommend limit orders because you save 3x every single time. It's 33% cheaper than using market orders. Got to check the position to see if there's a position already. A lot of people get smoked here. They'll start their first bot and they'll just buy and then not realize that they bought, and they'll buy more and more, and it'll just loop forever. So this is just a checklist you can look at later, but it's something that I will follow as well. One thing I do get questioned a lot on is, how do you run your bots? Do you run them on a computer or do you run them on a server? And you can see I have a bunch of bots running here. Got bots. I'm testing all types of bots here. So I run them on my computer while I'm incubating them. Incubating is testing with small size. It's kind of what the I is. Implement, incubate, whatever you want to call it. I need to just make the change to incubate, because it's all about testing with small size, because you don't know if your main indicator is actually going to work in the future. Everybody else is going to be like, oh, look at this back test. I made 1,000,000% and now I'm a millionaire. It's like, no, not really. It worked in the past, but the market's different in the future. Let's see if it actually works in the future by testing tiny size. Does that make sense? Does this, throw a 1 in the chat if this is making sense? Why it's so much better to go from a hand trader to an automated trader that focuses their time on researching and backtesting to see if things work in the past. And if they work in the past, test with small size, because it's not always going to match up. I'm trying to give you the truth here, not some like hype. Not some hype, dude. Okay, cool. So when I scale these, I'll put them on what's called a VPS, but I don't want your eyes to glaze over here. VPSs are essentially cloud computers, just like your computer. It's just as easy as using your computer, but you're using it on Amazon's servers or something. So if you don't have a super fast computer, you don't need a fast computer for this. You just need like probably 8 gigabytes of RAM. But if you live on an island like I do and you need to run it in the cloud, very, very easy to do it. I show you exactly how to do that. People like Hetzner, people like DigitalOcean, people like Amazon, of course, Voltaire. I use Cherry servers, but they're all kind of commodities at this point. So let me go ahead and make sure the API keys are in the chat. And you can see she's cooking on these robustness tests. I'm very excited about those, but I also have this idea that I want to execute today. Actually, a couple ideas. So let's go see here if I can find that. Okay, here we go. And then I want to go find those bots. Let's close some of these tabs. These are all back tests that she did. You saw the final results from them. This is how to get the code from any indicator on TradingView. This here is one bot I'm running, and then this one is a copy bot, and it keeps dying on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and relaunch that. This is the Solana stuff. Again, I run a ton of different bots. That's another secret for you. A lot of people think that getting in this industry is about finding one bot that can make you $1 billion, and that's not the way to go. It's better to have multiple strategies that may not be correlated. Meaning, hey, if the market is moving just straight up or straight down, well, maybe you have a strategy that works well there, but it doesn't work well when it's going sideways. Well, they'll kind of offset each other, and that's a super big alpha that took me probably 2 to 3 years to understand. Like, hey, it's not just about having one bot, like $1 billion bot. It's about having uncorrelated systems that work together to make you money in any environment. Okay, so this is on account 1. I'm actually going to kill that one for now.
We must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
Keep moving, dude. Keep moving. Even if you got hit yesterday, just keep moving. If you can't run anymore, that's okay. Walk. If you can't walk anymore, just crawl. Just keep going, dude. Just keep going. I had so many people tell me once we got into the bull market, they're like, you're the only reason I made it to this bull market because you locked in every single day. This is our opportunity. If you got hurt yesterday, I am very, very sorry for you. And I'm happy that you're here. You're locked. Because even if we can't run, you can still walk. And if you can't walk, you can crawl. Just keep moving forward. Let's just keep going. I believe in you, dude. I know you can do this. Bear markets are where we build. This is where we eat. This is where we eat, dude. Let's get it. Let's get it. I've never been more locked. Never been more locked, dude. So can you look at account 1 and account 2 bots that are running? Okay, so the bots that are running here are, they're called, it's actually not account 1 and 2, it's account 2 and 3. So account 2, we didn't make any changes and it didn't get any trades, which is interesting, but I'm not too worried about that then because maybe it's just not getting trades. Maybe look into it. It is the hyper momentum underscore 500K. And then the liquidation acceleration, which is on account 3, also didn't get any trades. I'm a little more worried about that one. Can you make sure that everything is functioning correctly there? We won't worry about the liquidation underscore MM for now. Actually, yeah. Well, no, let's not worry about that one for now. It's probably gonna have the same bug as the liquidation acceleration. It also didn't take any trades when I kind of assumed it would. Just like debug those two and yeah, come back with a report of what might have happened. Thank you. Okay, so again, I'm using Whisper Flow here just so I can talk to my AI because I didn't know how to type before I learned to code, and I spent a lot of time learning how to type. And it was helpful because I was able to then watch all these videos on how to code and type everything out in order to have my fingers learn it before I learned it. And anyways, I got my speed up to 70 words per minute, which was phenomenal for me. But then I got Whisper Flow, and I'm sure there's other dictations out there, but I'm at 150 words per minute. So again, I will step on the gas harder than anybody else. And everything I find, I will show here live. It's not free anymore because the ops are in the chat and they're coping so hard. They're coping so hard. They're like, I can't afford the 5. Why am I still trading if I can't afford 5? If you can't afford 5, don't waste your time in the YouTube chat. Everybody that's in the YouTube chat, exit the chat. Everybody that is on the Twitter chat, everybody that is on the Twitch chat, exit the chat. Don't waste your time here. If you can't afford 5, it's not worth it. Sorry, bro. You're cooked. You're cooked in the out. The public is cooked, dude. Can't afford 5 to come into the Zoom. It's not worth it. Not worth it. If you do get into the Zoom before the end, you get the full replay. You get the API keys. You get the quant app. You can see everybody's positions. And you can study this training I'm giving you here today with 4.6. We're cooking. Let's go ahead and try to find her. So remember, I had a bunch of agents here going. but I can't find her. Where are you? Oh, there. She's still cooking. She's still cooking. Okay, so we're going to put them next to each other. So I've got one agent looking at, or one Claude code looking at my two bots I launched yesterday. I had some bug. Critical same bug. Blocked all trades. I knew it, dude. Jesus. Debug report. Account 2 and 3 bots. Okay. Verdict working fine. Account 2. Let's go ahead and look at it real quick. Yes. Okay. I agree with that. The log trade shows it did take 3 trades. Oh, okay. Sick. It got a +1, and then -2. So it's positive, which is good, but not very positive. The bot is functioning correctly. It just hasn't triggered since February 5th because its filters are very strict. Needs a hype whale with over 500K position. Okay. Account 3, liquidation accelerated. Verdict, bug found. I knew there was something there. Whale confirmation always fails. The trade has 0 trades. The bug is in hype git. Okay. It parses MoonDev API. Okay. But liquidation accelerator. Okay. It looks like positions. Okay. This means even when the bot detects a valid 3-bar move, it gets blocked. Okay. So that's a problem. The liquidation amendment has the same bug. Okay. Yeah. I want you to fix both of them. I want you to go ahead and fix both of them. Go ahead. Thank you. And then the reason I'm doing this is because we set these up yesterday and I noticed they didn't get any trades, but I would expect them to trade at least once a day. So she's going ahead and fixing the bugs, and you can see I still haven't coded yet. If you got good ideas and you are a trader, you have to either stop trading or you need to automate it. And I've shown you why. You can see these back tests as well. Let's go back to those back tests really quickly and show you why you can't use leverage. So look at this. This one is a drawdown of 13%. That means, or this one, yeah, 13%. If you use 10x leverage, you're liquidated. This one's 9% drawdown. And these are really, really phenomenal. So this is a bad example for why you can't use leverage because these are phenomenal drawdowns. But you'll see drawdowns of like 30%, 40%. And at 30%, that means 3x leverage, you are liquidated. 3x leverage. And all of these people are using 40x leverage. 40x, 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 20x, 40x, 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 40x. $54 million long here using 40x leverage. Jesus, dude. Yeah, he's cooked. So is he real or is he I know he's real, but let's see how good he is at trading. 1 year. He might be like the exchange low-key. Okay, so he's long $54 million. And that's a new position. 10:43. So I caught him in 6 minutes. He joined 6 minutes ago. 6 minutes, 54 million. 54 million. Greedy long, or is he a fucking good trader? Who knows? We'll see. But 54 million, dude. That's a big amount. $54 million long just entered. Six minutes ago, dude. This is why you can't compete with automated traders. You can't compete with quants. I literally identified a 59. I call it. I'm dyslexic, so I'd be messing up my numbers. But I found a $59 million position here within 5 minutes. How can you compete with that? I know exactly when he gets liquidated. 6-7. Yes. 3-7. 6-7, 3-7. Oh my God, he's what? No. No. This guy is crazy for that. He gets liquidated at 67.37. Oh yeah, okay. Good night. I think he gets cooked on stream today. I don't know. Maybe he's a good trader. Maybe this is just going to blast off. I don't know. I can't predict price. So I focus my time on testing ideas, researching ideas, and then back testing those ideas to see if they work in the past. And that's my system. So both fixes look clean. Here's what changed, Moondev. Okay, beautiful. So I could go ahead and reset that then. Lake acceleration. Okay, I knew something was going on here because this should have been cooking. Should have been cooking yesterday. Should have been cooking. Okay, so beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, we got those two things fixed. So let's see how these back tests are doing robustness tests. So there's 7 robustness, there's 7 different AI agents working for me, and they could be working for you. Could be working for you because you get everything I get at the same time because you got Amazon funding all this. You got NVIDIA funding all this. So see what happens over time. Wow, MSTR is up 15%.
Don't run with the pack. If everyone is trying to solve the same problem, or a whole group of people, that's the latest and greatest thing to do. Don't do that. Do something original. Don't follow the pack.
Do something original. That was Jim Simon saying, don't trade by hand. Stop trading by hand. Okay, you know how to research, you know how to back test, you know how to find the ideas. Oh, but this won't work for me because what, dude? What? What reason? What's in your mind? Why can't this work for you? Why can't you be a quant starting now? You don't know how to code? It's okay. AI codes for you. You don't have any good ideas? That's okay. I gave you 100 plus sources, 100 plus books you could read. Podcast, if you just want to listen, that's fine. You don't believe in yourself? Well, please don't trade by hand then. I think you do believe in yourself. I think you do have some good ideas in your brain. Come on, tell me why you can't do it. I'll show you can. And I've already given you the data, a literal data source that nobody else has in the chat, moondev.com/data, or actually docs. I built the Hyperliquid data layer, so I'm able to get data multiple seconds faster than you can on the API. And I can get data like everybody's positions here, and you can too. So you have that API key. You can go to moondev.com/docs right now. If you're here live, I give that out for people that come to the lives because you guys are actually locked. You guys are actually the people that I want to work with and I want to build with. So I want to go ahead and show you the last part of this. I told you I'd show you 3 things. I'd show you how to research and find new ideas. I showed you how to backtest those ideas, see if they actually work in the past. If they work in the past, you can build them into bots in the future. Okay. So she's cooking. Okay, let's see what she does. But now I want to show you how to build a bot. 4 out of 4. Okay, nice, dude. So 2 of them passed, essentially. There's these different tests you can run, like walk forward testing, permutation tests. And you can see the first 2 passed. They're ready. Metrics table. So add a sample test. Shuffle beat, which is good that they don't beat. Walk forward, add a sample, all 4 folds. Okay, so doing walk forward is good. Again, I don't want to over confuse you, but I'm just doing this as I am on year 5. All profitable, yes, yes, yes. Wow, dude. Key findings here. Best overall load, stable per amp. Okay, DC 11. So this is Kalman plus Donchian, and this is consecutive plus Kalman. Mostly robust, trade with caution. Okay, so I mean, to me, it looks like the first 2, the DC08 and DC11, are the only 2 to run. Go ahead and update this February folder. It should be in the backtest where you put an MD showing this data here for how it did and the robustness tests for those top two and explaining them shortly and concisely in layman's terms. So then I can go ahead and implement them later. Put this in the GitHub, make the README the README for this strategy, these two strategies, very short, concise data filled with data. So I can just go ahead and build it out when I'm ready. And I push all this to GitHub because people on my team get this. You guys, some of you guys, not all you guys, but some of you guys that are actually locked in the Discord, in the members area, in the community, a lot of you guys get this. Because I can research, I can backtest, I can build bots, but I'm only one person still. So if I can get it to you guys, some of you guys will front run me. You think this is an interesting idea? Okay, well, you are getting all that data. I'm pushing it into GitHub right now. Well, when she's done. I'm trying to make it short and concise. This is what we tested. This is where it is. You have access to it in the GitHub. But this is war, dude. This is war. It's PvP. So it's weird that I show you all this. It's weird, but Jim Simons literally just says, don't do what everybody else is doing. Everybody else is running a scarcity model in their brain when it comes to trading, Wall Street, quant, all that. They're all like, oh, I can't share anything because I'll lose my edge. But I'm approaching it the exact opposite because I'm not gonna do what everybody else is gonna do because I see everybody else get liquidated. So I'm not trading by hand, and I'm not listening to the big heads. I have literal funds and other quants in my DMs saying, stop sharing this stuff. I just say, fuck off, dude. I'm gonna share everything. Changed my life. And you know what changed my life? Learning that I could actually code and then learning to code. That changed my life. I believe code's a great equalizer. I don't give a fuck about leaking edge. I don't give a fuck. I want to leak my edge because I want to show people, ambitious people who don't know how to code. I want to show that, hey, you can use these AI tools to code anything. You don't need to pay a developer ever again. I believe code's a great equalizer. I believe once you learn how to code, you can say fuck off to anybody because you could build for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, doesn't matter what color you are, doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter. If you're a good coder, you're a good coder. Everybody's a great coder now if you can learn the basics. If you learn the basics of coding, you become a great coder because we have Opus 4.6. Let's get it. 30 files added to backtesting, double confirm. Okay. So I want you to push this folder. Let's go ahead and see here. Moondev trading bots. So this is the GitHub. Let's go ahead and open this up actually. Code dot. Okay, so Hyperliquid here. Let's go back to the backtest here. I got a lot in this GitHub. So much fire. Yeah, I want to here. Copy path. So this is a bot that should be working now. Where are you, girl? Okay, here you are. I want you to put everything in the February 26th folder. So just move all of that work that we just did right now with the liquidations double confirm in that folder with the README and all that. Okay, and then I'm going to push it to GitHub so you guys have access to it. Okay, let's build out those couple bots. I want to build out 2 bots right now. So it's as simple as this, but this used to take weeks. Used to take weeks. What I'm about to do here is it used to take weeks, dude. So are you too late to get started? No, you're not. You're actually the perfect time because we have AI that can code for us. All right, I want to build 2 new bots here and underscore them somehow so I know the difference. Okay, the first bot, I want you to go ahead and essentially I want you to find the aggregated total, the bigger side, longs near lick or shorts near lick for hype. Longs near lick or shorts near lick for hype. You find the aggregated total of both sides. But this is the difference from the other aggregate we did. We're looking for the aggregated total. Which side is bigger? Okay, let's say that there's more longs in that 2% aggregated total. Say there's $1 billion of longs. Say that there's only 200,000 of shorts. Okay, so longs win, right? But the quirk for this bot is we're actually going to be looking for the biggest gap between price and liquidation. This is tough to explain to you. So let's start with this bot. Let's just build this bot first, and then we'll move on to the second one. You're going to have to ask me questions back because I'm having a hard time formulating my idea here, but I'm looking for the biggest gap in liquidations. Meaning if there's like $100 million in liquidations here and 2%, and they are up to the price of $39, that's when the last person gets liquidated of that huge bunch. Okay. And then there's a gap and there's not a big liquidation until $42. Measure that gap size, 39 to 42. Okay. And then also do that with the other licks, the long licks and the short licks. And then we were trying to figure out which side of liquidations has the bigger gap. Also, which side of liquidations has more liquidation opportunity. Okay. And then we'll just simply put a bot where that, like, if we're trying to go long, we'd buy a dip and then stay long until those people got liquidated. And then the reverse for short. And we would sell before that gap of price. So the thought process here, and you'll have to ask me questions in order to understand this entirely. But the thought process here is everybody gets liquidated. But the price will move towards the bigger bunch of liquidations. So whether we should be long or short should be told by that. If there's more shorts, then we should buy a dip and go long. But if there's more longs, we should buy a dip or buy a rip and go short, or sell a rip. And then we'd close
You have to
at the price before that gap, assuming they're just going to get that gap and then move back. You see what I'm saying? So ask me any questions you have.
Keep improving the system, because other parts of it are going to wear out after a while. People will catch on to this or they'll catch on to that. So you just have to, like in any business.
Like in any business.
You just have to make things
better.
That's what everyone else is.
Because that's what everybody else is going to do. They literally lock in for 4 hours a day, do exactly what I'm showing you how to do today. And that was Jim Simons, who did exactly what we're doing today to run up a net worth of $31 billion. Please, 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 dude. Throw a 1 in the chat if you believe that you can do this too. A 1 in the chat if you believe you can do this too. And if you can't, if you don't believe you could do this, then you're wasting your time here. Let's be honest. 1, Kelly knows. Let's get it. Let's get it, Kelly. Okay, we got 1 person locked. Let's get it. Okay, we got Wheezy locked. We got Dahlia locked. Okay, 1 in the chat if you believe you could automate your trading. We got Dunk Ski Lot. I see you, bro. Thank you. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna lock it with you guys. I'm doing this for you guys. I'm doing it for Tibby. I'm doing it for Jacob. Let's get it. Let's get it. So I want her to go ahead and ask me any questions, because you heard what I tried to explain to her, and I don't have the intellectual ability in order to communicate well enough my idea right now. So I'm going to let her ask me any questions she has. But that's the thing. You can't stop me. I can only stop me. I can't stop you. You can only stop you. If you're sleeping in all day, like you're not excited about this stuff, that's your problem, not mine. I'm excited. Let's get it. Let's get it, dude. That's all you need. All you need is energy and a vision. If you can see it in your mind's eye, you can have it. You can have anything. Okay, for clustering liquidations, how far from current price should we look? The liquidation MM bot uses 2% zones. Should this bot scan a wider scale to find the full cluster gap? Yeah. Should. Yeah, it should look at probably about 20%, but really that's not a limit we're looking at, right? We're looking for the biggest gap in those clusters, assuming that the market is going to liquidate that cluster and then come back and liquidate that cluster. And the times we will close the positions will be at the end of the cluster. So probably 20%, right? Because hype moves 10, 20% a day. But really that's not, it doesn't matter. It might even be 40%, 30%, where we have to identify those clusters. Okay, should we define a gap? What minimum price this is? Dynamic. It should be dynamic as in we're looking for the bigger one, right? So where is the bigger gap? Long or short? So for entry, when the bot determines the direction go long because of more long legs, how should it enter? Limit. If it's trying to go long, it's going to wait for 3 red bars. Nah, let's say, yeah, it'll wait for, if it's trying to go long, it's going to wait for 1 red minute bar, 1 red 5-minute bar. If it's trying to go short, it's going to wait until there's 1 5-minute green bar, and then it's just going to loop until it's entered on limit. So we won't pay any fees because I'm using extended exchange that has no fees if you use limit orders. But if you are going to be a human about this, then you're going to use market orders and pay all the money in the world. Which account should this run on? Let's go ahead and look at those real quick. I think I'm going to do account 1. Maybe I'll do account 2. Let's do account 2. Okay, submit answers. And I'm going to go ahead and do a review here of account 2 because I think I'm going to, I don't know, I might keep it, but we'll see if it's fire or not. So I'm going to go over here. And again, this is just an iteration game at this point. Once you get over the curve of like, hey, how do you research ideas? How do you backtest ideas? How do you build bots? Well, then when you're building bots, you're building with small size, and then you're just testing or seeing what the data says. Like, for example, I'm watching these bots down here. I'm watching these bots down here. I've got bots up here running. I'm watching all these incubated bots that are small size. You know, I got $100 in this account. I got $80 in this account. You don't have to use that size either. You use $10 on Hyperliquid. Good. That clarifies a lot. Let me make sure I have a full picture before I build it. What position size should the bot use? 95% of balance. What's the stop loss strategy? I don't want to stop. 80% stop. 85% stop. I don't want to stop loss. So effectively just saving myself from liquidation. And then close on the signal. Should there be a minimum total liquidation value on the winning side? Yes. 500K. Submit answers. Okay, she's cooking. So any questions that she has, she just asks them. So 4.6 is effective thus far. Effectives thus far. He said, bro, I started 2 weeks ago. I was so scared to code because I sucked at syntax and ADHD. So having all this AI is like a dream. It is a dream. It's a beautiful, beautiful world, dude. Beautiful world. Beautiful world, dude. Jacob's got Hostinger, OpenClaw, and Hostinger. Okay. I haven't even gone back to OpenClaw today. So I don't know. I'm still indifferent of OpenClaw, but I'm going to keep playing with it. Like Cloud Code is just so sick, and I want control of these systems, but that could be me being those same like 10x engineers that like, oh, AI doesn't work, but I'm not going to be that because I'm actually testing it, you know. And if OpenClaw or OpenClaw is better than Cloud Code, then I'll use OpenClaw. If Cloud Code is better, I'll use that. I'm a data dog. I don't care. Okay, so now we're cooking up our first bot, and you've literally watched me today go from idea. I showed you how to find ideas. I showed you how to backtest. I even showed you robustness test. .bootdev, everything's set in the February 26th folder. Okay, let's go ahead and say git add dot then. Git add dot git commit slash new backtest git push. What? Did you push it? She did. What a dog. What a data dog. What a data dog, dude. She push it? Last week. I don't think she pushed it. What the heck is that? What's going on here? It's weird because I try to push this to the GitHub and it says there's nothing there. Oh, she already prepared it probably. Git push. I'm year 5. I still don't know how to use GitHub, so you're always gonna learn. But hey, I could do everything. So if you get stuck, it's okay. It's okay, dude. You'll be all right. We literally have her to answer everything. The remote repo has new commits that you don't have locally. Oh, okay. Done. Push to GitHub. Robustness plan. Read me brief. All of the ideas. So all of the code is here. And then the robustness plan.md. Yeah, so somebody can attack this immediately. Is it going to work? I don't know. But that's why I always recommend incubate. Small size. Okay, let's see what this is doing over here. She cooked it yet. She's mustering, she says. She's mustering. She's mustering again.
I don't care how good you are on anything. You don't have discipline. You ain't nobody.
Right.
You're nothing without discipline. Because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline.
100%.
Be disciplined and do what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. That is a great quote.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can do that, you can be successful in anything.
Yo, you know me all.
All right, so she's building the bot, and then I'm essentially going to go ahead and test that bot here on my extended account. It's just another exchange. They're all the same. All the same. Some have perks, some don't. I want you to be able to build anything. I know I threw a lot of information at you. Anybody feeling like this, dude? Anybody feeling like this? I just threw literally the whole playbook at you. The entire playbook. The entire playbook of how to use Claude, Opus 4.6, and later 5.6, and later whatever, dude. You literally have everything I know. So stop being one of these guys that gets liquidated. Become a quant, which you are now. You know everything I know. I know I just threw a lot at you today, so if you're feeling like this, I understand. I just wish I had this when I got started. I wish I had somebody that would just give me the RBI system from the start, from the jump. With AI, you can build anything. She's building. Okay, she's going to cook for a while. Throw a 1 in the chat if you want me to go ahead and go over a special offer I put together for you so you could actually take this and learn it, short, concise videos, and study it at any time you want. Throw a 1 in the chat and I'll go over that if you would like to hear about that. Essentially, what I did is I put together a offer for you guys since you locked in for 2.5 hours here. And I gave you the RBI system. This is the actual system I'm following. You can see I'm literally adding to my GitHub literal ideas that blew my mind today. And if you want to see that, just throw a 1 in the chat. And if I get a couple 1s, I'll go ahead and spend a little bit of time to go over that. That's special for you. And anybody that already has the GitHub, you have access to those groundbreaking backtests that we found today. So thank you. Thank you for kicking it. Apologize for going so hard. But I'm gonna have her build this in the background because she's gonna take a while. And then since I got a bunch of ones in the chat, I will go over that offer here. This is just because you're in here for 2 hours, whatever. Nobody else sees this. Nobody else sees this. So please keep this stuff to yourself. Okay, so what you're gonna get here is you're gonna get the algo trade camp, and you can Google this right now. You can see all of the people that have had success. I've been able to transfer my exact step-by-step process via short, concise videos that I put together in a 6-week training. And I'll show you step by step how to automate your trading, even if you've never coded before. You saw plenty of examples today how I didn't even code, but I shipped more than I shipped in the first 3 years. That's crazy. Maybe not 3 years, but you get the point. It used to take me 8 hours a day to backtest, one backtest, and I backtested 20 different ideas today. 20. It would have taken weeks. I'm going to show you exactly how to do all of this, how to come up with ideas, how to then backtest those ideas, how to robustness test those ideas. Even if you don't know how to code, even if you don't have any ideas right now. If you're a trader trading by hand, again, you have 2 options: either stop trading or automate it. Because if you automate it, you must look your strategy in its face. Are you trading a strategy that's profitable? Yes or no? So you don't have to go through the 5 years of hard work that I went through, 4 hours a day, usually like 6. You don't have to go through those struggles because everything I figured out, I just teach you in the algo trade camp. Like I said, you could Google it, see reviews and stuff. Helped hundreds of people that found me just like you did. Searching for a better way to trade. I commend you for that. You're the data dog. You found me. You just locked in for 2 full hours and learned my entire system. So if you want short, concise videos plus code that holds your hand through the process of automating your trading, that's what you get in the algo trade camp. It's revolutionary because you go from stress-filled, anxiety-filled, losing trader to fully automated. You don't have to ever click buy or sell ever again. You know, you'll only trade systems that actually work because you have my whole system. You know how to backtest. You know how to find great ideas. And you know how to implement them. Let me ask you this. If all the algo trade camp did, all it did was help you build one profitable trading bot, would it be worth $3,000? Yes, of course. If that dude would have taught me for 3 G's, what? He didn't teach me anything, but I would have paid him 30 G's. I would have paid him 50 G's. The dude that inspired me would have done anything. So now you don't have to go through the trials and tribulations and literal 5 years of work in order to know what I know. I'm going to let you download all of my knowledge in the next couple weeks. You'll learn in 2 weeks. It's been extended to 6 weeks simply because I'm locked with you, dude. I'm not some guru that just did this in the past and is trying to sell you a course that of something I did in the past. No, dude, I'm locked right now. And that's why it started with 15 days and it's now 60 plus days. You'll learn everything in the first 15 days. All the other stuff is bonus. So I don't want you to get overwhelmed here, but this is a revolutionary package with the algo trade camp because I can take any hand trader and help you fully automate it. But I'm also going to give you more. I'm going to give you the AI masterclasses. These AI masterclasses, like I said, I was dogged for the first couple of years that I was just an AI coder. But I was in there in the weeds when we used to have to copy and paste from ChatGPT over here, over to your terminal, over to your Visual Studio Code, copy paste. It was a pain. But guess what? I've been perfecting my craft since the day the AI launched. Like there's nobody ahead of me in AI coding. And I'm going to teach you everything I know about AI. Let AI do the heavy lifting. So even if you don't know how to code, don't worry. You don't know how to code, that's fine. We got AI and I'll show you exactly how to use AI. So that's at least $1,000 value. But on top of that, like I said, I hit Hyperliquid in 2023. Everybody that was in the algo trade camp in 2023 got absolutely off. I got so many DMs saying they made life-changing money because they were trading on Hyperliquid in 2023 during their alpha. 2024, same thing. We're right on the wave. Solana meme coins went freaking crazy and we got off on it because we were building bots for Solana. I built a copy bot. Built a sniper bot. And that whole process took me 6 months, a year. I make it so easy for you here with the Solana and copybot and sniper bot course. So you don't have to go try to figure that out. No, I'm just going to show you shortly and concisely exactly how to do this. How to build for Solana, how to build for Hyperliquid, how to build for Coinbase, how to build for Binance. Wherever you want to trade, you'll be able to trade by the end of this. And on top of that, I'm going to show you how to build for Polymarket. So Polymarket is fascinating. There are unlimited new markets available. You're going to be able to build for anything. You're going to be a real quant. You're not going to be stuck to some exchange. No, it doesn't matter what exchange, where the opportunity is. There's going to be arbitrage opportunities between this exchange and that exchange. You got to be able to build for both. And I'm going to show you short and concise how to build for any exchange. And then on top of that, you never have to pay me ever again. For any of these Zoom calls, you get in for free for life. And then you get Quant Elite, which is insane because I've been working at this industry for 5 years and so has my team of quants. And what we do with that work, we drop it in the Quant Elite section. So people are paying right now $300 a month for this. And you could see why, because there's hundreds, if not thousands of back tests and bots and scripts and things that help you as a quantitative trader. I could just scroll forever. I could scroll forever, ever. And you get access to all of this right now. It's 300 plus bots and backtests and new code added every single week. So people are paying $3,564 a year. And you get access right now just because you stuck with me through this training here today. You get access to everything for life. For life. Any new drop, anything. This is a lifetime access. As long as I'm chasing Jim Simons and I'm sharing stuff, I'm dropping new code, new data, new APIs, new courses, dude, like you get access for life. You could see why this is a $13,000 value, right? Because if it just helped you become a profitable trader, wouldn't that be worth $13,000? Of course. Of course, dude.
I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. You might have more talent than me, you might be smarter than me, but if we get on the treadmill together, right? There's two things. You're
getting off first,
or I'm gonna
die.
It's really that simple.
So, you know, you could do this with me or against me, either way. I don't care. I know what works better for me. I have the data. I was a hand trader, trading with emotions, and now I'm a profitable algorithmic trader. So it's just like I wasn't profitable as a hand trader. Sure, I'd have like 30 days, good days, but then one day it just blew up. Just what happened to $1.5 billion of people yesterday. So it's still happening, and it's going to happen every single day. So you can choose to do this quantitatively, and I'll show you absolutely everything I know over the course of next 15 days. And I will give you access to every single training I have on AI, every single training I have on building on Solana, every single training I have on building on Polymarket, every single Zoom call. You never have to pay me again. And every single thing I've done in the past, you get access to everything. This is a lifetime pass. But I want to make it even better. And I actually have to update the website to may even have it be open because it's not open yet. So can you go ahead for the /go page that is also connected to the /win page? Go ahead and set that to close at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So right now it's closed because it's past, but make it February 6th at 11 a.m. Eastern. That will open the cart up and set the timers on both pages. So let me go ahead and get that going, but you guys are the only ones in the world that have access to everything I know. And it's the only way to learn from me other than these Zooms. But these Zooms, I'm usually stepping on the gas. I'm building, Today, Opus 4.6 dropped, and I dropped heat with Opus 4.6 already. Well, she dropped the heat, let's be honest. I came with the ideas, then she dropped the heat. You can see bot one is done now. So let's see here. Got it. I have a clear picture now. Let me summarize the full strategy before I build. Liquidation gap bot V1. Aggregates all hype, long zero lick, bigger size equals price will go there. Market hunts liquidity. Yes. Find the biggest gap in that side's liquidation cluster, TP edge of the cluster, where the fuel runs out. Entry, wait for a pullback candle, red 5 minute, okay. Then limit order, okay. SL 85% of margin, just saving from liquidation. Signal, flip, close in direction, changes while in position. Count 2, 10x, 95. Okay, beautiful. Bot 1 is done. Core logic here. Analyze liquidation gaps. Pulls all hype positions from Moondev API. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Aggregates longs versus shorts. Finds the biggest gaps in each cluster. Direction, bigger side. Entry waits for a 5 minute candle. Okay. Exits TP at gap edge. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write this down because now I have to launch this. This is on account 2, but I'll launch it here in a few. After I'm done explaining all of this here to you, go ahead and launch that. So every day we're just getting better and better and better. Okay, she's updating the website here, so it will work, but this is what you're going to get. Okay, perfect. So this closes at 11 a.m. So you do have a chance to get this. It closes at 11 a.m. though. So 11 a.m. Eastern is about 35 minutes from now. So you do need to make a quick decision, as this is not for everybody, and I do not want to work with indecisive people. I have everything you need to know in order to automate your trading, even if you don't know how to code, and I teach you that shortly and concisely in the Algo Trade Camp. I give you the AI master classes, and I actually even pay for some of your AI inside the Discord. I teach you exactly how to build Solana bots, polymarket bots. I give you unlimited access. You never have to pay me for anything ever again, including these Zoom calls. You also get Quantelite, which has 5 years of actual code and new code added every single week. Plus, it's lifetime access to everything. So this is lifetime access. You never have to pay for anything. If you ever see me drop anything, boom, you get it free. But on top of that, you get the Moondev Vault. I've shown you this already here today. The Moondev Vault is sick because YouTube literally made me take this stuff down. I can't show this stuff to anybody else. You're the only people that have access to this. It's 2 terabytes. 2 terabytes of videos. You can watch it anytime. Get all cozy on the plane with your little blankie, dude. I don't care. Download the videos, set it to your AI. I don't care. It's yours. You get the Moondev Vault, 100 plus deleted live streams. On top of that, you get the API key. It's a literal $10,000 value because if you go to CoinGlass, they would charge you $900 a month for 12 days of data. I give you 18 months of past liquidation data. Plus, you get the API key so you can literally see everybody's positions. Don't you think you'll be able to trade better? Of course. Of course. You get my training bot GitHub. You saw me push to that GitHub today. All those crazy ideas that Opus 4.6 came up with. Are you kidding me? Time is flying because this stuff is accelerating. So if you want access to all that code and anything that I launched, you get 2 GitHubs. You get the AI agent GitHub as well. The trading bot GitHub and the AI agent GitHub. You're a quant now, so you need this GitHub. You get it for free as a bonus. AI agent GitHub, literally the most exciting thing in the world right now are AI agents. You get my swarm, you get everything. You can plug the swarm into anything and it will be helpful. But on top of that, you get Quant App access. So you can see Quant App here. It has allowed me all day to see everybody's positions. So if I could see everybody's positions, don't you think I'll be able to trade better? Don't you think my bots are going to appreciate being able to see everybody's positions? Of course they're going to appreciate that, dude. Of course. They're going to be like, yo, Moon, thank you. Thank you. Now I can go ahead and build bots based off of people's positions. And that's what Wall Street does. They see where you're at and they liquidate you. Straight up. That's it. They just try to liquidate everybody. Everybody gets licked. Everybody gets licked. If you're long with 40x leverage, you're getting licked. If you're short with 40x leverage, you're getting licked. That's because they can see your positions. If I can see your positions, what else can they see? You know? And by the way, that guy got out of the market. Let's see what happened to him. So he had a $59 million short here, or long. He sold it. So he was in and out. But nobody else knows that except you and I. Because if you came to the Zoom today, you got the API key until tomorrow or until next time I'm here. Every single day, I'm not committed to giving you the key every single day. Of course not. You see how valuable this key is. The API key is worth $10,000. I'm not giving that to you every single day. I'm sorry. And there's no subscription to get it. There's nothing to get it. There's no other way to get it except this lifetime package. Or every once in a while, I'll give it to you in the chat. So I think the $5 Zoom is pretty good deal already. But here's the API key just in case. And if you have any questions, let me know. Put them in the chat because I will answer everybody's questions. But you only have 28 minutes here to decide if you actually want to step on the gas with me and automate your trading. If you're just so-so, if you're just a dabbler, you just spend 3 hours watching something and then leave and do the whole thing, that's fine. Can't control that. I don't care. But for those that do want to get started, of course, this is a $48,000 value because your 5 years of work is worth $48,000, right? Or would you rather have 5 years? Like, what is your 5 years worth is the question. I'm not going to charge you that. I could do 50% off. I could do 75% off and still be a great deal. I mean, if you got one profitable trading bot, if you built one profitable trading bot from what I taught you, is it worth $12,000? Of course, dude. Of course. Of course, bro. Of course it's worth $12,000. Of course I would have paid double that. Of course I'd pay $7,500, dude. Of course. You have to. You have to. If you actually want to attack this industry, you have to purchase somebody's knowledge, or you're just going to be fuddling around for so long trying to figure it out, and you're just going to waste your life. You're just going to waste your life. I'm not going to charge you all that. I want you to get in because you are actually locked. So 97% off. It's $1,500. You can go to moondev.com/go in order to join. This is the link for lifetime access. You get everything that's on your screen. I'll answer any questions you have. I'll drop the link in the chat, and that's it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please let me know. It's moondev.com/go. So you can literally go there right now. Moondev.com.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life.
.com/go. You go to moondev.com/go. You scroll down, you see everything you get here, and then you see hundreds of people just like yourself that found me somewhere on YouTube or Twitter, and they joined and they've had success. You can read exactly what they say. Just go here, moondev.com/go. Click there. It's $1,500. Money replenishes you. Your money always comes back to you. You're spending too much money on Uber Eats. I know I do. Just save that. You could even use Klarna. We take cards, Klarna, crypto, Cash App, whatever. You get everything. You get all the code in my GitHub. So somebody asked if you get the code for trading on DEXs. I trade on Hyperliquid. I show you how to build on Hyperliquid, if that's what you're referred to by DEX. If you're referred to on-chain Solana stuff, yes, I show you exactly how to build on-chain Solana. You can get it for as low as $72 per month for 24 months, but don't take credit unless you're actually going to step on the gas. I told you I spent $2,000 on a course when I was 21 years old with no money, and I put it on a credit card. And then I spent $15,000 on top of that on an app that didn't do well, but it forced me to build a system that made me a lot of money. So I put it at $1,500 because of a moon dev in college, broke as fuck, could do this and pay $2,000. Like, you could pay $15. It's an investment. That's how you have to look at it. It's an investment in a new approach to trading. You could say goodbye to the old way of trading and say goodbye to those all night painful staring at the charts, hoping you're not going to get liquidated just so you can go get liquidated after having less sleep because you could have just gone to sleep and got liquidated, but you had to stare at the charts to get liquidated. You don't have to do that anymore. I want you to say goodbye. You have two options. You can close the chat right now. Never come back. Don't come back to the Zooms. Don't come back to the chat. Don't come back, dude. And just go be a hand trader still. You hear the bullets. Longs get shorts. Longs get licked and shorts get licked. Everybody gets liquidated. Especially right now. So if we are going into a bear market and you're going to trade by hand, you will lose all of your money. And you know that because we sit here all day and we watch these guys get licked and then these guys get licked and these guys get licked and then these guys get licked. That means the math ain't mathin', B. If you're using mad leverage, you're cooked. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your life. You could change your life here today. It's one payment at $1,500. And if you can't, for some reason, come up with this, with a credit card, anything you have, then go ahead and do the 2-payment plan. But like I said, do not use a credit card unless you're actually going to step on the gas. I've told you my story. I used a credit card to learn some information I didn't know and I needed to know. I spent $2,000 and I made it happen. But that's because I'm a data dog. So if you're actually a data dog, yes, you can pay half now and half later. Exactly. Dahlia asked if they could pay half now, half later. You could pay half now and half later. $797 now, $797 later. It's a little bit more than $1,500 because I'm holding your debt. There's a 90-day money-back guarantee as well, which is very unique because you don't see that often, right? Especially on digital products, but I'm a big believer. I'm a big believer in guarantees. I don't want your money. I want your mind. I want to be around people that can elevate me. So if I put a guarantee on there, that's really great because then I don't have to worry about you. Like if it's not for you, it's not for you. You can have your money back. No questions asked. So I know there's a little pressure here. You got 22 minutes to join. But don't feel pressured because you can go make an informed decision. Go see what's in the offer. You get the algo trade camp. I show you step by step how to automate your trade. Go see if it's for you. If it's for you, okay, let's get it. If it's not, just get your money back. 90 days, no questions asked. You can see all of the reviews. A lot of people mentioned the guarantee. Like, damn, he's not capping about the guarantee. I actually got my money back. No questions asked. I'm so shocked. I know I'm a random dude on the internet, so that's what I want to do. I want to give you a 90-day money back guarantee. You see me here on YouTube every single day. I'm not going anywhere. So if you actually want to automate your trading, I'm going to hold your hand step by step in the algo trade camp. And then I'm going to show you how to use AI to code anything. You saw everything I built today. I built 20 backtests and a full bot. That would have taken me months. This is the perfect time. But the information alone is not going to help you. You need step-by-step videos. You need the actual code if you actually want to save your time. Sure, I taught you a lot today. I gave you my actual system, the RBI system. Let's go. You could use that and you can go like play around in this industry and try to figure it out. You at least have a system that I didn't have when I got started. So I'm happy I was able to give that to you today. But let's say that's going to save you 2 years. If you want to save 5 years, you have to get this lifetime access. You can see what everybody has to say about it. I know I'm going to gas it up to be the best thing ever. Of course, I built it. I think it is the best thing ever. I would have paid $50,000 for this. This value is not fake. People are actually paying $3,564 right now for Quantelete because it's new code every single week. And I've been doing that for multiple years with my team of 3 other quants. So 4 of us times like 4 or 5 years of posting in Quantelete. That's a lot of value in there that you get instantly today. Yes, everything is instant today. You get all access to everything. And then anything I drop in the future, you get access to. You need time, Igor. You absolutely need time, and everybody has every excuse in the world. Like if you've got a full-time job, that's fine. Like you might not be able to compete with me. It is what it is. You got a full-time job and you don't want to spend 4 hours a day on this? Like, yeah, of course you're not going to get as good results as I do. So it's just like, we all could say every single reason in the world why you can't do it, but this is for the people that know that they can. They can find an hour here, an hour there. I think you're one of them. You're here. Give me a couple of months, he says. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You got 19 minutes. And then you got 3 months of a refund, money back guarantee. So that's what I would suggest is if you are on the fence and you can't get started for 2 months, well, you got 90 days to get your money back. So while it's here, I'm not keeping it. You guys think I'm gonna keep giving you this offer of lifetime? You think I'm crazy, bro? This is lifetime access to everything I've built and everything in the future. So yeah, I wouldn't sleep here. I wouldn't sleep on this lifetime. I know you zoomies have seen it a couple of times, and I know you're gamblers. I get that. You're gambling on, oh, will it be here next week? No. It might be. But all I can tell you is this, dude. In 18 minutes, you will not be able to get access to this. Will it ever come back? I don't know. I don't know. There's plenty of people in the boot camp. There's plenty of people on my team now. Obviously, I made it an investment. I made it. I could have made it super, super inexpensive and taught you like a 1/100th of what I actually teach you. But I thought like the best way to approach this was to get people on my team, get them caught up to speed with me, give them 100% of what I know instead of doing something that's like $99 and teaching you like 1% of what I know. Like that's stupid. I gave you that today. I hope today was worth the $5 that you paid for the Zoom, but you got this. You got 90 full days to make an informed decision because at the end of the day, you don't want to be a uninformed buyer. So that's why I really love this 90-day money back guarantee because when I went and bought that PlayStation 5 and the lady said, we'll take back a half-eaten Costco dog, I was so secure in the buy. I was like, damn, I could go see if I actually want to keep this. And the first time I did it, I returned it because they have such a good guarantee. So you can return it as well if it's not worth it to you. But I think it's going to be worth it to you. If you're trading by hand, and if anything opened up your eyes today, you could either go back to that hand trading, that stressed out life, or you can become an automated trader. I got held back in the 7th grade. My teacher sat me down, my homeroom teacher sat me down and said, Moon, I don't think you're going to make it around here. That was fucked up at its first meeting. What you mean I'm not going to make it around here? That feels off to me. Her compromise was allowing me to make it around here if I stayed back another year. So I got held back in 7th grade. So there's no excuse for anybody that actually wants to do this. You can have the API key for today. Here it is. It's in the chat. So if you're still on the fence, now is the time.
It exists in all of us. It's very simple. This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. Period.
Period, dude. Period. I'm willing to die for this, dude. I'm willing to die for it. And everything I find out, I will give to lifetime members. So if you get this, if you get access today, you have access for life. So imagine if I'm here for 3 more years, well, if I find out something new, I'll build like a course for it. I'll go deep. If I find something that is fire, like for example, the Solana copy bot and sniper course, that's just because I found something fire and it was printing cash for me. So I had to teach my family. You guys are my family. Everybody else is an op. So I built it into the copy bot course, the sniper course. Oh, I found something that printed on Polymarket. So I built out 4 different bots so you can learn and build out your own ideas on Polymarket. Nobody else shares this information. Whatever's next, guess what? You're going to get access to it. Because I'm here to blow up Wall Street. I'm here to demystify the whole like, oh, you have to go to Harvard, you have to be a PhD, all that bullshit, dude. Fuck these all boys club. You can't do this or that because you don't live in America. Fuck America, dude. I had somebody tell me that the other day. They said, oh, you're not even qualified to speak because you live in the Philippines. What type of bullshit is that? It's crazy. I believe code is a great equalizer. I learned to code and I don't have to talk to anybody. I can say fuck you to everybody. That's the beautiful thing. Because code, like once you have that in your bag, you could build wealth for the rest of your life. The way I looked at it when I got started was, hey, I'm emotional trading right now. I'm losing money. I need to automate my trading. But there's a hurdle here. I have to learn how to code. So I justified it by, hey, if I learn how to code, at worst, I can go get a job at Google. But at best, I can have automated trading systems. I'm grateful that I've been able to get to this point to be fully automated. But the worst case scenario was I learned a hard skill that I could build for the rest of my life. And I just been spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on developers. I just replaced all of them. I don't need them anymore. Idea guys are going to get off in this next decade too, because now we don't even really need to know how to code. I think you need to kind of know how to code. So I teach you how to code in the algo trade camp for regular people, not some fucking like big head, super smart person, just regular people. So if you're like a big head smart guy that knows absolutely everything and knows this won't work for you, like you've already made your decision. I can't help you, dude. I think you gotta look at the glass half full. But I think most of you that are in the Zoom, I know the public, they're all skeptical of everything. They're skeptical of everything. Their skepticism's always gonna keep them being losers at the end of the day. Because think about it like this. If you've been here for 2-3 hours, like you're very interested in this industry. And then I try to give you the whole kitchen sink, everything I know. It's short, concise, consumable videos. It's not overwhelming. I hold your hand from a place of, hey, I never coded before either, so I can relate. I was scared to code too. I can relate. I got held back in 7th grade. I mean, hopefully you can't relate. But we all got our trials and tribulations, dude. Fuck, man. It's just like we all got liquidated. We all have been liquidated before. I can say that. And you've been here for 2-3 hours, so like I know you're ready to do this. Just don't be one of those dudes that just is too skeptical of everything always. That money back guarantee is for that person, right? It's like now you can make an informed decision, like let the ego aside. Not everybody's a bad guy. Some people authentically like to share and build a life of abundance. And that's just my bet. My bet is that all these big head quants and Wall Street guys that are telling me not to share this, they're just scared. They're scared because I show so much so freely that what's going to happen? Well, it's already happened, but we're just getting started. The tribe of us moon devs is already bigger than some firms. So what's going to happen in 5-10 years? I don't know. If you want access to everything lifetime, that's where you're going to get it. That's where you're going to get it. Slime, peace, slime. Appreciate it. I forked ideas and made them my own. There we go. Forked ideas and made them my own. So you can have every single idea I have, every single piece of code, the exact step-by-step training on exactly how to go from emotional hand trader to fully automated trader. That's what's going to happen. It's revolutionary in the algo trade camp. I'm going to show you step by step. Go to moondev.com. You have 10 minutes. So moondev.com/go. moondev.com/go. You can see everything that you get here. There's 2 payment options, $1,500 or 2 payments of $797. You can use Klarna as well. That will get your payments down to about $72 a month. That's quite amazing. You can use crypto. You can use card. You can use Cash App. We got money makers and we got excuse makers. Please pick the right path. Money is good. It's just a tool. Everybody gets so weird about like hoarding their money, but then they'll go trade it with 40x leverage. Like you're literally giving money away when you use leverage. So stop hoarding that money, saving it for the casino. If you're going to hoard that money, use it on education. Money is just a tool of exchange. That's all it is. Somebody knows something you don't know. You better invest in that. Unless you're not actually serious about this. If you're not serious about automating your trading, okay, that's one thing. But we all have disposable income. Most people just go paycheck to paycheck and like, oh, I don't have any disposable income, and they just spend it. They spend it all on drinks and food and just stupid stuff that doesn't actually give you any edge in life. If you allocate just a portion of that going out budget or whatever, you allocate a portion of that to education, you can actually advance in life. That's how I've made all my advances in life. Every business I've ever got into, like that app business, I bought the knowledge from somebody because it took their 2-3 years and I bought it for $2,000. I'm giving you 5 years for 1,500. Damn near 15 years later, it should be $5,000, $10,000. And look, everybody says this to me every day. They're like, raise your prices. Everybody else is trying to sell stuff for $9,000, $10,000, $12,000 in the financial industry, and I should. But I think code is the great equalizer. And if you're actually locked, you can afford 1,500. Money always comes back to you, and you have proof of that. You've been down bad before, and then the money comes back somehow. It's because you're a data dog, and there's unlimited time to test anything in your life, and you can build forever, especially if you learn how to code. I will show you how to code, and then I'll show you how to utilize all this AI so you can build for the rest of your life. What's the worst case scenario? You go through this, you learn exactly how to code, you learn how to build anything with AI. Best case scenario is you have fully automated trading systems for the rest of your life, right? But the worst case scenario is you know how to code and you can build for the rest of your life, and you can say F off to anybody that gives you any shit for anything. Like, if you don't like your job anymore, peace. Peace, dude. You guys got 7 minutes if you do want to jump in. If you have any questions, let me know. I will answer all of them. Could you hit me with the API keys? Absolutely. So if you guys want a lifetime API key, join the lifetime access because you do get the API key for life. You don't have to jump into these streams, and I won't have the API key for free forever. I've had a lot of people already hit me up asking for like a subscription to the API key in QuantApp. They found certified edges, which is awesome to hear. You're using my API that I give you for free to find an edge. That's amazing. But people are asking me to put a subscription. I'm not doing that. I'm chasing Jim Simons, the $31 billion man. I can't have 18 products. I got one product and then a private stream. My one product is lifetime all access. You get access to everything I know, all videos, all code, all tradings, all future stuff. Everything I have to offer, you get access to, but you have 7 minutes, 6.5 minutes. There's a 100% money back guarantee. There are thousands of people I've helped. You can see hundreds of reviews. People say I have saved their life, to change their life, to so many things. You just read them, dude. Read them. If you have time, you got 6 minutes. I will be turning off this stream. I will be turning off everything. The page will automatically turn off at the end of this 6 minutes. And I know this is a little rushed, but you have a 90-day money-back guarantee. So you can check everything out. And if it's not for you within the next 90 days, you get your full refund, no questions asked. No questions asked. You can read through all of these reviews here.
I knew I was gonna make it. I just ain't know how. But I knew this world is what you make it. You create your own environment. It all starts with a vision. What you can imagine,
You can create. So are you going to make money, or are you going to make excuses? That is the question I'm going to leave you off with. If you have any more questions, I have answers, but that's the question I have for you, because we all have excuses. We all got a lot on our plates. I get it. We all think it's too hard to code. But we got Opus 4.6 now. Are you kidding me? Then it's going to be 4.7. Then it's going to be 4.8. Then it's going to be 7.2. And then, dude, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's our time to shine. And I'm trying to get you caught up to speed with me as quickly as possible. So you can go to moondev.com/go. See everything you get. You get the Algo Trade Camp, where I'm going to show you step by step how to automate your trading, even if you've never coded before. It's okay. I didn't know how to code either, so I'm able to actually relate to you and walk you through that process as somebody who is scared of learning how to code, so I don't go like super nerdy on you. Like the developers like are, it's kind of like an all boys club as well. It's like, oh, you're not smart enough to be a coder. That's what I always felt like when I talk to a developer. It was like, oh, I'm better than you. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do this. Oh yeah, I you know, whatever. It's just like, okay, that's how I felt until I was 30 years old and I had to learn how to code. So it's just, I don't know about you, but Anthony is in. He said, I signed up. Let's get it, bro. Let's go. I'm excited to build with you, dude. If you have any questions along the way, we'll be in the Discord. There should be an instructions page on that back end with the first part of training. And if you have any, yeah, you'll have to send over your Discord and whatnot to that email there. I'm subscribed to the course currently. How much different is everything in this course? Well, you get the Algo Trade Camp. And if you got that legacy version, you may only have 15 days. There's 6 weeks now. There's 63 days. You also get the AI master classes, which if you're a legacy, you may not have. You get the Solana copybot course and the trade sniperbot course. I just don't know what your subscription is, but subscriptions are absolutely cooked here, and it's just too hard to manage from my side to have like a algo trade camp, AI master classes, Solana, have all these different products when I'm literally chasing the hardest goal in the world. So I just made one lifetime access, and I built this for people like you. I built this offer for members because I am very cognizant of you guys. You guys are paying me $3,500 each year for my code in Quantelete. So I thought like, hey, how can I make this for the people that actually want to lock in for life? How can I make the best offer ever? So you can ignore everything on your screen, all the bonuses, everything you get the vault, you get the API key, you get the GitHub, you get the other GitHub, you get Quant app, all of these are real values. This is what I'm going to sell to Wall Street for 12,000, 5,000. Go buy it right now. If you're on the fence, by the way, because you have 2 minutes and I'm ending the stream. This is closing. Everything's gone in 2 minutes. So if you are on the fence, I might not be able to explain the differences. I would get it now because I built it for this yellow block. For the people that are paid me $300 a month or $3,564 a year, what could I do to give them the best deal ever? Because I see their commitment. They're paying $3,000 a year. Well, I could do half price and give you lifetime. So if I'm here for 5 years, you get Quant Elite for life. So if you're just an old school subscriber of Algo Trade Camp, you don't have Quant Elite, or even if you do have Quant Elite, this offer is for people that's already paying me $3,000 a year. So if you're seeing this and you've never paid me anything, like this is the most goated offer ever. You get what everybody that's already been paid gets, but for the same price. So it's $1,500 or 2 payments of $797. There is only 1 minute left, and I do not control this anymore. So if you want in, go get it. At least get the page open, get the Stripe link open. I think that's a hack if you do need 5 more minutes, but I don't control it from here. I'm closing everything. The page will close automatically. You'll see it. I'll end the stream as well. Let me in the Discord. Let's get it, dude. The Solana bot setup, there's a lot of videos on Solana. Remember, that took me like 6 months to a year to build all that. So if you do have the vault, you can go watch those videos. There's a bunch of Solana videos there. It's worth it. Trust the process. All gas, no brakes. Let's get it, dude. Let's get it. So that's what everybody's saying. I mean, the reviews say similar things. They say it's worth it. And I could pitch you guys on this all day, but at the end of the day, listen to what other people have to say. Don't listen to me. Go find your own ideas. You have my system now. Much love to you guys. Thank you for coming through today. This is the end, as you will see the page closes in 12 seconds, 10 seconds. Go to moondab.com/go. Grab the Stripe link if you need 4 minutes, because it's over. 777. Mark's in there as well. Let's get it. Much love to you guys. I will see you in the next stream. And anybody that joined the lifetime today, you get in for free for every stream. Welcome to the family. I'm just excited. I'm excited that we're going to be able to lock in together for life, bro. So Jim, we're chasing you, dude. And Now we have an even sicker team. So much love to everybody. Have a beautiful afternoon, and I'll see you in the next one.